Howdy.
Hi. Stream
How you
safe.
do?
I'm doing fine. Give me a moment. My connection here is bad,
Hmm.
apparently. We just fixed the mic settings so that I can actually hear you without an echo.
Do I have echo?
No, I have echo.
Alright. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Let's see if that picked up. I'm hoping that this isn't splitting the stream up into multiple parts again, like when I had bad internet before. Because... yeah. Oh well. Hopefully it'll stay steady. Anyway, if you need an update on what you missed, or have you been watching the stream at all?
Oh, sorry, I didn't. The last few. I'm sorry.
What?
That I didn't see the last few.
The last few what?
Streams.
But you were here.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah, for the
not
most part.
towards the end, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, I was asking if you were here, if you want what you missed about this stream so far. Because I can tell you what happened last stream. What you missed. We left the port, we went out to sea, we met a mermaid. She said she was looking for her lost love. Then I spent the rest of the time gambling. This stream, we started up, we went to Honolulu. Well, after I met the mermaid, I kind of just circled the entire place and found 2 locations with the pearls, or the orbs that we're looking for. We went to Honolulu, and then where the fisherman was said to be, and now we're watching a story that an old lady is reading about how the fisherman was basically taken from them by a mermaid. And that's why mermaids are evil for this village. Do you understand? Hello? Did I disconnect
Yes.
again? Okay.
Is it hard to hear? Let me
No,
try
you
to
didn't
adjust
say
my.
anything for me for when I said, "Do you understand?"
Oh, sorry. Maybe it didn't pick. My mic didn't pick up.
All right. Anyway, we're continuing with that because as soon as I saw it disconnected. Hi, Jacques. Quavy. What's up?
Hello.
Or Jacques. I don't know how to pronounce your name. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We had some technical difficulties with Wi-Fi earlier. Well, we're probably going to have it happen every once in a while. Internet here is not the most stable for my computer right now.
Mm.
But I'm still doing exactly what I said. Anyway, so yeah, did you understand what I said, Adeline?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's continue.
I will give you your life if you give me your soul. Many days passed and the fisherman did not return. The people of the village thought him dead and held a funeral for him on the beach. But just as they were beginning to sing his soul into the next world, he appeared, exhausted but alive.
Okay.
The kahuna's daughter was overjoyed to have her beloved home and stayed by his bedside night and day, nursing him back to health.
Okay.
But the fisherman was no longer the man she knew. All day he would stare out to sea, muttering over and over, "I must marry that mermaid." Then one day he threw his fiancée aside and ran to the harbor screaming, "I must go back to her." the kahuna was furious. He banished the fisherman from the village and burned his boat so he could never set sail again.
And thus why he has not shown up to the meeting place with the mermaid.
That's sad.
Well, at the end of the last, well, towards the after you left, we met up with the mermaid who has been waiting in a peninsula on the other side of the planet, basically for the fisherman to show up, and then we promised her that we'd help, like, look for the fisherman. So,
I hope they have like a.
Yeah,
Sorry, continue.
I hope they do have a good reunion, but right now it just seems like the fisherman was betrothed, fell in love with someone else, broke it off, and then the kahuna got angry and exiled him and then burned the boat.
Yeah, to me it sounds like they just have like a cute romance, you know?
Yeah.
Not like a monster charm, but like just he fell in love again with the mermaid. It sounds
Well,
cute.
Also, he was betrothed to the kahuna's daughter by the kahuna. Like, he only accepted it because it was the kahuna. At least that's what I'm getting from the story. I could be wrong. We don't have all the details because we're not in the time period.
Yeah, it's like a Disney movie. I like it.
Who was once the pride of Honolulu, spent the rest of his days alone on Saikiki Beach, haunted by the mermaid who stole his soul.
So we have to head to Sakiki Beach because you guys decided to lock him away.
Psychic is a Psychic reference. I'm just joking.
Okay.
That's all for today,
I love that show.
the rest of the story tomorrow.
What is the rest of the story? Did you kill him?
That sounds like a German tale.
Scary! Whoa! The mermaid's coming to steal our souls! Run! Aloha, friends. Is there anything I can do for you?
Your story sucks.
I got a completely different outcome from that story.
Do you know where we can find him?
Oh yeah, I spent most of last session after you left gambling, so we don't have money anymore. I did get us. I got us a vest that can give us like extra money for fights, which one of the characters is wearing right now, and I also got us the bunny book.
I thought
Yeah.
you would gain money, but damn, you lost everything.
I save money for the mini games. You always save money until you reach the gambling portion. Then you use the money for the gambling portion to get better rewards.
And potentially lose everything.
No,
I'm
you need
kidding.
enough money into the game so you can figure out the system of the game. Yep.
Oh my! What a coincidence! You must be looking for my son, Kainui. Are you friends of his?
Sure.
I'm afraid he's not here at the moment. All the men have sailed west to fight the giant squid that's been attacking our ships.
Kraken.
How convenient.
Hmm.
But by the way, what direction is the beach that you sent that guy in the story?
Sorry, what did you say? It cut out for me.
Well, okay. So the guy in the story was banished, right? Okay,
Yes.
so let's say the guy in the story is not the person that we're looking for. Instead, let's say that the guy in the story is a different instance that a mermaid fell in love with a human. So him being banished could essentially have caused the sea creatures to start attacking because the mermaid felt slighted. That is a highly potentially a high potential option of what could happen.
Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that's a great theory.
I
A
mean,
game theory.
If you want to hurry along, maybe you could go lend a hand. Once that monster's dealt with, they'll all come back to the village, sure enough. But be wary, friends. That squid isn't the only danger out on the seas. Don't let a crafty mermaid make you all pupule. I'd hate to see you go crazy.
What is poop?
Insane, I guess. Yeah, it started with 10 gold this session. Now I'm up to 500 again. I haven't even fought anything yet. I found 400 in the inn. Hello, you there?
Out a little for me.
Okay.
So, yeah, I heard. Yeah, 400 in. Oh, that's quite a lot.
Wasn't even in a chest.
Just commit robbery once again.
It's not robbery if they don't stop me.
I don't think that's how the law works.
In an RPG, as long as technically in an RPG, I've already committed a crime by existing. Because one of the kingdoms has directly sanctioned my death. Therefore, me escaping prison, I'm already a criminal. Okay, so they said to the west of here. Which, since I can do this now, I'll just show you. Not that. So, we are at Lonalua. You see where it's indicating on the map?
Yes.
We found
Right.
the mermaid all the way over there at the Strade.
Mm-hmm.
You see the distance, right?
Oh,
So
see
yeah,
the
that's
distance.
yeah, that's a very long distance.
Hmm.
In world speak. In RPG speak, that's just a quick boat ride or teleport away.
Yeah. I love the aesthetic of this new area. It's so nice.
I like the aesthetic of every area in this game so far.
I don't know. I like this especially. I like the tropic, the tropic aesthetic, the tropic area. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, so they said over here, so those ships.
Ooh, these must be the gallant squid hunters. I wonder which one's our blushing husband to be.
They're already waving at us, Sylvando.
Which one of you big brave boys is Kai? They look like they're saying something, but I can't quite make it out. A good view? I love you? Above you?
Yep.
Look out! Up there!
That ship must have been falling for a very long time.
Yeah, how did you miss that?
Well, not even just how did you miss that? Think about it like this: they had enough time to be waving at, like, for our ship to roll up, them to be waving at us,
Got to be kidding!
them to be waving at us, Sylvando to misinterpret it, like to shout out at them, focus in, then ask, "Is there Kai there?" Interpret it wrong, and then they finally realized above you, and Eric had enough time to look up also. That is not a short
Yeah.
period of time. That ship is gone. Sorry, what?
Also, the shadow appeared out of nowhere and suddenly, like, covered the entire ship.
Yeah, that means that that ship must have been traveling at terminal velocity. Like, it must have been flung up way too high and then fallen for a very long time.
Be careful, the squid is strong.
Well, also, I need to point something out. I'm going to check this like in the next cutscene or something. But I think, yeah, in this fight, the ship is gone.
I'm ready for anything.
Like,
Mm.
there is no remains of that ship. It does not exist
Wait,
anymore.
wasn't this squid in like the opening scenes, like the opening montage?
No, it was not. As far as I can remember. I mean, I can pull it up. But
I don't know, it seemed familiar for some reason.
okay, looks like the left tentacle is defending the main body. The right tentacle is attacking. I'm gonna see if I can steal an EMP. Okay, good.
I maybe.
Let's try and take out one of the tentacles. Sword stance up. Okay. Two of our members can't move. I don't need to mid-heal, I just need a basic heal for Veronica. Okay, and they're not classified as the same being. Got it. Really wish I had multi-heal.
Bit of damage.
We need to take out one of the tentacles soon, or we are going to have a big problem. Doesn't help that two of our highest damage characters have been down for 40 turns.
Mm.
Okay.
Ooh. Healers were really low.
Yeah, I know. Everyone is low because the game started with us all basically being stun locked. So we can't... This fight started with it putting a stun onto half of our party. Just instantaneously.
Mm.
We're not done yet.
Jade should be able to handle one hit.
Thank you.
This does not feel like a fight we should win. If a game was overs us, then I know for a fact that this fight was winnable. But right now, this thing is just stun locking half of the party for free every single turn, like possible. It does 5 turns per round, and it also can just deal 40 damage a hit.
If you're struggling with this, I imagine like normally people just can't beat this.
Well, I've been to an area that isn't even like currently supposed to be like done, which is what I said before, where one of the pearls is. It's like way up north, and there is very few fights other than random encounters in between here and the town. Which means that either this is not a possible fight, or I have somehow speedrun again, because I haven't told you this before, but I've been trying to play through Kingdom Hearts, like the entirety of the games, and I was playing Birth by Sleep as Terra. I got to the final boss, which is hilarious because I was struggling with the boss before the final boss, and I nearly got him dead. I got him down to very, very low health, and then he healed himself, and then I died. Turns out, I was way underleveled. They expect you to like be at that section around the 40s or 50s. Like that's what I saw online. I'm probably wrong though. I was 30 levels lower than that. Yeah. Did you hear me? Hello? Am I disconnected again? No. Doesn't look like I'm disconnected.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Anyway,
All right.
did you hear what I said?
So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I heard everything. Sorry. I know my connection is kind of weird. Sometimes it's not picking up. Like me talking. So what I was saying, like, damn, you're good. Sorry, words are not coming to me today.
I mean, I figured out the tactics to do a lot of damage and stuff.
Great. I don't know. Sorry, today is not my day.
You're fine.
Uh,
Okay.
I was
If I die,
yesterday
I can
up
just
until
re-get
like
my items,
2
I
a.m.
guess.
studying, and I couldn't sleep well the entire night.
But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that's the level of what just happens to me.
Silvando takes the stage.
Sylvando is going to die. But yeah, that happens more than a lot to me. When I play games, I just play for fun, and then somehow I've gotten far into the game without realizing, oh, I shouldn't be here yet. I think I can win this. Not this one, but I think that if I did it correctly, I would have actually a really good chance.
I think you like this one. Not bad.
So I suck at games. I usually just joke around, do stupid stuff.
Well, that's perfectly fine. Most of the time when I'm playing, oh, that's where the issue is. Most of the time when I'm playing for fun. Like, I'm not actually trying that hard to, like, destroy the game. I'm just trying to get far. And sometimes it works. A lot of the time it works, actually.
I'm the type like who likes co-op games just so I can troll my friend. I don't know. I just find it hilarious.
Alright.
I know I'm a horrible person for it, but it's
Why would you be a
funny
horrible
when
person for trolling?
because I don't know. People don't like trolling.
Trolling is only bad if you don't give a reward.
Yeah. And it's like I remember playing. What was the name of it? It's like a very old. The Rayman. What was the name of the game? I think it was.
Rayman?
Yes, that's the name of it. No.
Yeah, there is a game called Rayman.
Yeah, I remember playing that game with a friend, and he was about to kill me because I always like there was like a circle level, and I always moved away from him. That was hilarious.
Okay, that might be funny to you, but to him, he's trying to actually survive, and you're basically sabotaging his existence.
Uh, he was. We were doing it to each other, like. So I did to him, he did to me. It was like both trolling each other, so it was fun.
Alright.
Yeah, that's why I said like I'm a horrible human being because like I like trolling.
You're not bad for trolling, you're bad for not understanding that there's a time and place.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Eric. Be allowed to move, game. If I can get a sleeper hit, then that'll be insanely good. By that, if I can put him to sleep. But it doesn't look like that. If I just would fucking get the multi-heal, I would be fine. But the game has not... I don't think that multi-heal's like a mid-30s level now.
I think you like this.
As long as he doesn't wake up from this, we should be fine. Okay, he's poisoned. Yeah, the front line did a lot for strategy and stuff. It's just the issue of... I can't... I'm not sure even if I can win this. Because it just spent the first time just stunning my entire party. I can win!
That's great.
Yep.
Leave it to me. Thank you.
If Serena had the multi-heal like it should have
180
had...
heal.
Sorry, what? Okay, I can't...
I was just like 180 heal, damn.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Why am I trying to sleep? I can just... I can hit with Envenomated Strike because it's poisoned right now. I just need to kill that tentacle that's defending it. Alright. Now let's hope that Eric goes before he regenerates. Okay. Because I can do Victimizer.
Ooh,
I win.
that did a lot of damage.
If I had multi-heal on the first stage and half of my party wasn't done for, I could have won that easy.
How high level is multi-heal?
I have not looked it up. I just healed, didn't I? Okay, you know what? Screw it. I just healed. It's time for one of the staples of RPG gaming. Waiting for this to fully load. Any RPG player knows exactly what I'm doing. And if you don't, I'm willing to tell
I
you.
don't know.
Save scumming.
Sorry, yeah.
Any RPG player has at least save scummed once in their life. Whether it be when they're trying to catch up to a fight, or whether they're trying to redo a fight that they could have won. An example
I mean,
is
you
if
won
you
that
save
fight.
scummed... Sorry, what?
Let me join the stream. Let me reload my Discord, it's bugging out, sorry.
Okay. But an example is... I'll wait for him to be back. You back?
Alright, I'm back. Yes.
But, yeah, also there's a curse that if mermaids stay on land, then they can never touch water again. That's why she's trying to take her husband down below. Which, if we bring Kai to her, she's also going to take us down below so that we can grab the pearl, which is one of the orbs we need. But yeah,
Yes.
as I was
Oh,
saying,
nice.
an example of save scumming is if you reset like from the save to try and beat a tutorial fight or or a starting fight to see what you get.
Mm.
I have done it a lot, especially in I did it in Kingdom Hearts to like Kingdom Hearts 1 to beat I think Leon. Not Leon. The Final Fantasy guy in the first town to see what he gave. And then I also did it to beat Riku and other characters without losing. Because if you do that and win the first time, a lot of the times they give you a pretty good reward. Okay.
Hmm.
So my strategy is, I'm thinking that Jade is our best damage dealer currently, right? However, for this fight, I think Eric will be a better damage dealer. He might not have as high attack as Jade, but what he has is sleep. The creature cannot hurt us if it is asleep, including its tentacles. This gives us a huge advantage in the fight. Keeping Jade in the back was...
Yeah.
I'm also... I wonder. Yeah. So, what we can do... So, both Nobody and Eric have sleeping moves. Veronica has very good damage, but I don't think she would be the best help right now. So I'm going to change Veronica out for Rab. Rab has healing, and he can also boost... Wait, let me double check if he has that spell, because I think he did, but... He does not. He also has sleep. As long as we keep the giant asleep, we will destroy him. Destroy it. Now, this is a starting strategy. If he knocks any of our party out, we will always have like a backup sleep person. Unless he knocks out 3 of our party at once.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah.
This
And
should...
also, if he's...
Mhm.
Wait. Sleep also does trigger the Eric's extreme high damage attack?
Yep. That's what we need. The entire goal of this situation is we want to get him to sleep, do Eric's high damage attack. We also want to take out one of the tentacles early so that minimizes his damage and doesn't allow him to guard as often himself. This should help us a ton. We can have Serena do her Hymn of Ice, which I believe she does have. I'll need to double check that actually. Yeah, Hymn of Ice. That'll give us resistance to its ice-based breath attack. This should help us a ton.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, this is the benefit of save scumming. Yes, it is called scumming, but it's very helpful in a lot of situations. Just as long as you don't do it every single game to try and get the best result. Alright, let's skip the cutscene and start the fight. You ready?
Okay, here we go.
Okay, that's one miss. Ah, dang it, I pressed on the wrong thing. And now it's defended. Okay, yeah. I made a mistake. We are We're doing bad right now. We are resistant to cold. Kasap. One attack. 2. Serena will need to be healed as soon as I can. Dang it. Another miss. Sleep is not working for me. Like, it has never once worked. It's not worked. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mid-heal Serena.
Med heal.
Let's kabuff.
What does Kabuff do?
Basically raises everyone on the party's defense.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm Eric right now. Okay, it
I
went
thought you were
behind
nobody.
nobody. Sorry, what?
Yeah, I also thought you were nobody.
What? Oh yeah, it's still defended. That's why I said I needed to take out one of the tentacles. I thought it was already done being defended. It's not.
Mm.
Yeah, that one is currently defending the main head. I should heal up myself. Now it's going to lash out, hit everyone. Chilly breath, that shouldn't...
The
I
ice
have
breath.
defense up against that. Oh well. Let's heal Rab. Rab will go next. Rab will heal Eric. Eric should be going next, hopefully. Currently, the main head is not guarded. Yes! Sleep! Alright. So while it's asleep, Miracle Slash on the right tentacle. Let's Accelerate Hull, which will speed up the party. Hopefully making us be able to go a lot faster. Let's Zam the right tentacle to try and get rid of it. Perfect, it's gone. That gives us a higher chance of winning. Let's top up. Purse
Big attack,
cutter.
Eric.
Sorry, what?
The big damage attack.
Yeah. Okay, it's guarded again. Accelerate Hull. Let's Kasap. I can't put it to sleep right now. So let's do Scorched Earth. Yeah, it's currently, like, main head is defended. Meaning that Snooze will probably hit the wrong thing. Oh no, it goes directly for it. Good to know. Now if a single Snooze actually would hit... Okay,
Hey,
good.
let's go.
And since it took its turn, it took damage. Meanwhile, let's do a Hymn of Ice again, because that was down. Also looks like the defenses are about to go out on 2 of the party members. Purse Cutter. Looks like the speed boosts are fine, but we're about to lose our defenses. So I need to cast Kabuff again.
Mm.
Okay, another tentacle down. That might be bad for us if I don't get a sleep off. We're doing decent on health. I do need to heal up Eric a little bit. Okay, good. It's a
I think you
sleeping.
might have this in the bag, actually.
I woke up immediately.
Oh. I spoke too soon.
You spoke it into being. It's fine.
I jinxed it, I'm sorry.
You're fine. I don't
I'm
have
kidding.
that good of luck anyway, so I pre-planned for that. Once I realize what an enemy has, I can pre-plan ahead, which is why I don't mind save scumming as long as you don't do it against other players. It looks like Garab is about to lose their speed boost. That should be fine. I'm going to heal up Eric a little bit more, because they're the crux of this plan. Scorched Earth is gone. That's actually very good for us. That means it's not going to take damage.
So when it takes damage, it loses snooze.
No, it has a chance to lose it when it takes damage. That's why I was immediately woken up before. Basically, the way sleep works in a lot of games is they have a percentage chance to wake up. If they get hit by anything, they re-roll that percentage chance to wake up. A lot of sleeps also are turn-based. If you put an enemy to sleep, it lasts a certain number of turns unless they are hit. And then they have to roll to see if they wake up.
I got it now, thank you.
Yep. Yep, we win.
Nice.
Yep.
And not a single party member down.
Yep, that means everyone gets 6,000 experience, which is what I wanted. I hate party members
Another one
losing out
bites
on
the dust.
experience. Sorry, what?
No, sorry, just Eric said another one bites the dust, so the song
Yep.
instantly started playing in my head.
Yep. Anyway, but yeah, this is why I wanted to do it, because I knew for a fact that anyone who dies in a fight gets less experience in RPGs. So a lot of the time you want to like waste turns to try and revive party members, or if you lose the fight completely, you could save scum. That's why I wanted to save scum. We might have won the fight before, but without the save scum, we would be losing out on a lot of experience and usage.
How's life in the old dog yet?
Everybody leveled up?
No. Veronica, nobody,
saw
and
Rob.
Rab leveled up. Jade,
Continue.
Sylvando, and Serena did not.
Is it more MP?
Yeah, I'm thinking of going for more MP. That one's not good.
What does Eric have?
Sorry, what?
Is it-
Okay. So I can go for the Assassin Stab, or... Oh wait, that's a knife ability. Meaning I have to unlock 2 boomerang abilities real quick. Because this goes directly to knives. 3% dodge chance. That's actually pretty decent. He's not using boomerangs, but I needed to unlock 2 boomerang abilities. Meanwhile, I need 10 for that one, and 12 for that one. I think I should go for the one that will be 12 points. As for Rab... Caster Sugar it is. Okay, yeah, we were supposed to win that.
Blarger, arger, arger.
Yep.
Quote of the decade.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Darlings, it was nothing. Really.
No, seriously, it was nothing the second time.
Mahalo, mahalo. Whoever you people are, I can't thank you enough.
How did you get on our ship?
But I can sure feed you enough. Tonight we're gonna have
I don't want to repeat myself, but
You're gonna be the guests of honor.
man, I love Sylvando.
Get ready to drink, dance, and fill your belly with fish till you fall down. Come one, come all to Lonalulu.
Onwards to Lonalulu. I need to change my party back to the party I wanted to use. Like,
Yeah.
that party is good for status condition fights, but that's not the only fights we go into.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 50,000 gold. You know where all this gold's going?
Gambling.
Yep.
Let's go. Come on, load. The stream won't load for me.
Ooh.
Alright, I loaded.
Alright.
I jinxed it again. But this time for the good.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Sorry. I'm in allergy
Bless you.
zone right now. My.
This time I got it correct.
Well,
I didn't confuse them.
no, thank you. But yeah, my grandpa passed recently. I'm moving into his old place, which means that we have
Yeah.
to like move a ton of stuff, and I'm allergic to everything.
Oh yeah, I remember your brother now said that to help him.
So
Yeah.
we have Serena wearing her body outfit, her dancer outfit. I got Veronica. By the way,
A leprechaun.
I got the kitty suit.
Garfield.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it, so I changed to the
So-
spotty sorceress. And then I got the bunny outfit.
Oh, let's go. I'm so sad the cosmetics are not in the game. Uh,
Sad about what not being
I
in
would
the game?
love to have it like in, not like in the game, but like the model of the cosmetics are not like when you travel or in fights or in like
Oh, no,
cutscenes. I would
They're in
love
fights.
that.
They're in fights and cutscenes and
They're in
traveling.
fights. I didn't notice it.
Yeah,
You know what? Yes, I haven't noticed it.
I still find it funny the joke that I made, which wasn't even a joke, but I feel like people would take as a joke, which was, you judge Skippy outfits for being Skippy. I judge Skimp for being female only. I judge Skimpy outfits for being female only. Because I want to wear the Skimpy outfit.
I don't judge Skippy outfits. I want to feel pretty too.
No. There's this joke. Well, a lot of people make fun of female fantasy armor, and then I'm just looking at it and be like, damn, I wish I had that confidence to wear that.
Yeah. I mean,
And also be able
look,
to
I
wear
mean-
that.
when I look sometimes at the hate for like female armors, I kind of say like this is kind of like only looking at one side, because if you look like at some male models, they usually have like, if you look like the tank usual aesthetic, it's just like almost naked guy,
Well,
you know?
not every time. They're talking about like Final Fantasy. A lot of the females wear like skimpier outfits than the men, and a lot of RPGs
Yeah.
do that. But the thing is, I want to be playing like I like play more female characters, and I will go to the skimpy outfits of my own free will. Because I'm just like,
Yeah.
I want to look pretty. And those outfits are the most
Exactly.
stylish half the time.
I also don't know the reason to hate on them.
Well,
I don't see the reason.
it's the misnomer of, oh, sexy lady is sexy. Kind of the idea that, oh, they're only putting women in the sexy outfits for sex appeal. That's why people get mad about it. But
But people can, you know what? Why it's only for women? Because mostly the straight guys complaining. When you look at some of the men, they're also just cranked up to 1,000,000 when it comes to sex appeal.
well, I mean, to be fair, the only reason these two women are like sex appeal in this right now is because I chose to put them in these outfits. Because I was like, ooh, pretty outfit.
Yeah,
Like, they look good.
yeah, I can't say no.
Yeah, she looks, especially with those fucking claws, which perfectly match her outfit right now.
Yeah, talking about attractive characters, I'm gonna go simp over that one guy again you sent in the bar chat.
In the bar chat? Which guy? The
The Lord.
Oh, the Lord of the Town? That man. Also, by the way, I've been wearing this vest, which also was a nerf in the fight. It gives us more gold To be fair, I've also been wearing Gemma's charm, which has no statistical gain. I've just been wearing it since the start. I have been actively nerfing the main character.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, now that I look at it, kind of funny. Me and Soul have a very similar type.
You do.
Because every character I simp or they simp for, you know, like we both simp for the same type of characters.
Yeah. To be fair,
I just kind of found that funny.
I only send characters in the chat that I like the look of. I never send a character that I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I choose aesthetic and stuff. Like, I'm gynosexual, meaning that I'm into like, I'm not into dicks. But
Completely understandable.
I still get the aesthetic of masculine design, and I can be like, oh, that man's cute. Never gonna do him, but he's cute.
Look, completely understandable.
Yep.
I like to think I am bi or pan somewhere there. Look, I am still discovering myself. I am confused.
You're fine. Everyone needs to take time and look at themselves. Anyway, I'm gonna
Look,
talk to
I mean,
Eric now.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I was straight like 4 months ago.
Hey, that's fine. I mean, everyone has a right to examine themselves. This man.
Sorry, I don't.
I like how there's one viewer in the chat just watching us have this discussion. Priest? Aren't priests supposed to be not drinking alcohol that much? Let's trust the drunk woman to save our data. Hey, it's a rule in RPGs. If you have a chance to save, save. Stop at you as he's talking to two drunk people. Yeah, see? She's right here. But yeah, see? I don't know if you could hear, but all I said was, yeah, she's right here in the outfit.
Yeah. Hey, Julian, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Now I can.
Alright, so yeah, my mic was not registering me. So what I was saying, yeah, I can see it. So should I continue what was I saying, or should we just move on?
Continue it if you want. Don't continue it if you don't want.
I mean, like, I was just like, just let think, because I don't want to make this too much about secret. I was like, every time I think I am going to it straight towards gay, I see a fine girl, and every time I think I am striving too much towards being straight, I see a very fine guy.
So you're bi-curious.
And it's very confusing. Yes.
So you're bi-curious. Because
Maybe, I don't
bi-curious
know.
is unsure.
Yes.
Plus, there's also bi-curious where you're into women, but you're not. But you can still like appreciate guys and be like, "Ooh, I would date him."
I don't know. I'm confused.
Anyway,
I am bi confused.
Well, I'm coming with you.
thanks,
Anyways, yeah,
Jade.
let's focus on the RPG.
Yep.
Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here? Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something?
To be fair,
I mean,
Veronica.
exactly. He looks like a 5-year-old.
To be fair, Veronica, physically you are a child. Because
Exactly, like,
as
she looks like a 5-year-old.
As stated, her physical age changed when that spell was cast and she was resisting it. Not her mental age. So yes, you are old enough, Veronica. Mentally. Physically, you are not.
May
Anyway, you're going to look for Kai as well join you.
I mean, Serena also didn't join the party. As far as I could see. Yeah, because there's Savanda over here. Eric is standing staring off into the ocean. I could not find Serena. Then again, I wasn't looking for Serena, but still. Quick, while they're distracted, rob everything. Starting with this treasure chest I didn't notice that I was supposed to open earlier. Haha! More gambling! Okay, the only reason I'm going to be gambling more is literally because there's still items I want in the gambling shop.
Mm. Because of money. You have money, then spend money.
Well, you know I don't buy stuff that often.
Yeah, true, you mostly craft stuff
Oh, here she
and
is.
get stuff as loot.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to like...
Alright,
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, look, I'm gonna be right back. Bathroom break. Sorry.
Alright. Gonna have to get multi-heal eventually, right? Because once I get multi-heal, I'm gonna be insanely good. Yep. Honestly, I'm just distracting myself. I know where Kai most likely is. He's probably at the top of this hill. Which is where I thought he was. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Okay, I was wrong. Let's check on here. Okay, let's head over to where the boat is. Because that's where I'm next thinking he could be. I'm probably wrong. Oh wait, I never checked up here before. Meaning that there's new books! Huh. Okay. I know he's not at the party. He could be. Oh, maybe he's not. That doesn't. Maybe. I'm gonna go check. Oh, what was that? Oh, barrels. Hi, Rab. Okay, so what they said was fixing boats. Let's see what he says.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Dang. Well, that's plum sucks. It's probably the man from the story, since mermaids can probably live a long time. Anyway, let's wait. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna wait for Phoenix to get back. Okay, and while I wait, time to take a drink of soda. I ain't drinking alcohol.
Hmm?
Hello.
What have I returned to?
What am I what?
I thought like the first thing I heard drinking alcohol.
What I said was I'm not going to drink alcohol
Oh,
because
because
I
like
don't
the
plan on
first thing.
ever. I don't plan on ever drinking
Sorry,
alcohol.
Mm. Have you drank alcohol before?
I've had some.
Mm.
It's never tasted good ever. Anyway, we found him. He said that we have the wrong person.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only
Yeah,
Queen
sure.
Lulu.
He 100% doesn't look like the guy from the story.
I know, right?
That poor mermaid. You should never have proposed to her.
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Yep.
That's sad.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's
Tell
sad.
us all about it.
Mm.
Don't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything.
Wait a second.
Can't keep a shell waiting any longer.
So, okay, so the Kai we're looking for is his grandfather. And he just asked us about the mermaid's curse. Sorry, I just got a spam message. Anyway,
Yeah.
well,
I mean, like, if
I'm
he's dead, I'll be sad.
well, okay.
I don't
So
want
that
that.
well, hold on, Phoenix. I was about to explain something. Give me a moment. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
deleting a message because a message popped up that was obvious spam. Anyway,
Yeah, no problem.
so if his grandfather is the person, is the Kai we're looking for, and then he brings up the story, that means his grandfather is the person from the story. Therefore, he was born out of wedlock. Because that means his grandmother was the woman in the story who was the daughter of the chief, the kahuna.
Mm.
Yep. You see what I got at?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah. Which means that if we are in fact looking for his grandfather and his grandfather is still alive, that means he would still be banished onto that other beach. And what so happens to be in this town? A locked door. In the way back behind the church, there's a locked door that doesn't appear to be any of the other locks we've seen. And therefore, we're going to go behind this town soon.
Mm.
I do hope we find him, though.
That's what I'm trying to tell
I
you.
hope he's alive. I don't want this to be a sad ending.
True. The fisherman from the story? That was my tutu, my grandpa. It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there.
I'm sorry. I love the idea that that everyone at the party is just shocked except for nobody whose main brain is me, who figured it out like a while ago.
Wait, am I the emotional part then?
Yeah, you would be
The
the
one who
emotion
loves
right then.
romance.
You would be
Yippee!
the romance right now. Oh, I hope he's alive. Meanwhile, the logical
I
side
want
of his
them to
brain.
have.
Well, you're just about to say, I hope he's alive, and I'm like, hold on a second, I need to rationalize this.
I hope he's alive just so they can have a happy reunion. They can be sweet together again.
I do hope so, but yeah, I really do hope so.
10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea.
Okay.
The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it.
Oh, wow.
The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found.
They died. I'm kidding.
The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
You know what the sucky part about this story is, though? Right now? So, let's say that in this situation, Kai, like the original Kai, did get with that mermaid, right? They found him covered in water. In mermaid lore, if they marry a human and then go ashore, they can never touch water again. Otherwise, they will literally dissolve.
I think actually the kid is the one that got lost on sea with the girl.
It is a potential. But I'm saying, hypothetically, if it was the mermaid, then that would also make sense for the legend that the mermaid told us about if a mermaid marries a human and goes ashore, she can never touch water again, otherwise she will turn into water.
Yeah.
So in both cases, and also there was a great storm at that time, which means great flooding, which is how the parents died. Now, yes, it is a potential that he's actually, his mother was actually the daughter of... like that woman and that man, but it could also be potential that, yeah, he's a quarter mermaid. I hear you eating.
Both of those are sad. Sorry, I'm eating orange.
Both cases are extremely sad. It is a tragedy so far.
I don't like this arc. It's sad story after sad story.
My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own.
That is also a potential that is possible.
He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen.
Is it?
If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, there's something I want you to give her. Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the...
Ha! I called it! I called where Saikiki Beach was.
Sorry, what I was saying before. I don't like this arc. It's just a sad story after sad story.
I mean,
Let me be happy.
okay, have I told you my favorite Dragon Quest? Well, I've told you my favorite Dragon Quest game is Dragon Quest IX, right? There is a lot of fucking sad stories in that one. The one that I like the best in it is a girl basically had no friends. She was highly rich. Her parents die at sea, and so like a doll maker made her like a perfect doll of herself. Now, that was her only friend when she was a child, right? And she was highly sick, so she couldn't go traveling or out much. One day she finds the heavenly fig that dropped from the sky, and her only wish is that she could talk to her doll, basically give the doll life. At the very moment the doll comes to life, she dies. And so the doll, who has also only known this girl and actually does care for the girl, takes up the girl's life. And she is highly friendly and kind of just gives away wealth and stuff. But at the end of that story, the doll dies. Basically, the doll gives, like, just lies down next to the girl's grave, who is just behind the house. And no one knows what happened to them. Like,
So sad.
yeah, It is such a sad story, and it's so beautiful with how they present it. Because throughout the story,
Yeah.
you're told that there was this doll, right? Like they tell you that there's a doll, they tell you all this information, and at the end of the game, during the credits, you like see events of all the people you meet, and you see the old woman who basically took care of the little girl find the doll next to the grave and say, "That's where you are. I'm gonna go and lay you on the bed for when she comes back." No one in the town knows the girl died. They all think that she went on a trip.
It's so sad. Oh man,
It is
that's
such a
so
sad
beautiful.
story.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry in the corner now.
well, that's just one of the sad stories. There's another one that's my favorite of the sad stories. Another one that happens in the game. So throughout the game, you're looking for the figs, and you eventually like climb this entire mountain and find this stone village, beautifully made. And as you're looking over the village, you realize it's basically at the bottom of the mountain. You find the stonecutter's hut, and you know that the stonecutter possibly found a fig. Well, in one of his journals, he basically says that he was shipwrecked and he misses his hometown. The town that he builds at the top of the mountain out of stone is an exact replica of his hometown. And as he's dying and gets the fig, his only wish is that it stays preserved. Which the figs in that game, they're just like they just grant wishes or dreams, but they don't understand morality. So they basically make a guardian that is a giant gargoyle that will kill anyone who like gets to the village. And that's his last, which was a good one. It's just the figs don't understand, do it in the most optimal way. It's such a sad, like a lot of sad stories happen in that game. There's also a lot of funny stories, but it's my favorite Dragon Quest game. I would love to play it again, but I decided to play this because I've played it 3 times on my Twitch.
I mean, this story is, from what I've seen, also pretty beautiful. This, like the fire, like like since, wait, when was it? Last stream,
Mhm.
it's starting getting sad and beautiful.
Well, every single time. So one of the main rules that a JRPG or a turn-based RPG needs to follow is because the combat is supposed to be simple. Like it's not supposed to be this big. Oh, you have to do 47 things in order to beat a boss, right? You have to like make bosses interesting enough to be fought. But the main points of a turn-based RPG, and the reason I love them, is the world and the stories. Like this town is beautiful, right? And the story attributed with it that is also beautiful. And that's something that I've only found in RPGs like these. Like turn-based RPGs, because they have to put more stuff into the story and the journey and the characters than the action-based RPGs. Like, yeah, you can put a lot of stuff into characters in like Warframe or Call of Duty, but most of the time you're focused on the mechanics. You're not focused on the world, the tales that can be told. Like in this game so far, we've had a prince who wants to prove himself, so yeah, he manipulates people, and the end of that journey, he basically gets told to stand up for himself and starts working forward. We've had literally this journey so far with the mermaid. We've had a journey of like that warrior within the last town who wanted to save the orphanage but wasn't strong enough, so he got tricked by a giant demon spider. Good stories are always in games with simple mechanics. Like,
True, like
go
the
ahead.
way the stories are in games, you don't expect it
Well,
many times.
it's a turn-based RPG thing. It's why I love turn-based RPGs and I wish they would keep going with them. Because a turn-based RPG is not just, oh, you take turns in fights and stuff. It is about what the story is, the world, the mechanics, all that kind of stuff. And you lose a lot of that stuff the more you add to a game. Well, a good example of storytelling that isn't a turn-based RPG is Dark Souls. Dark Souls is the perfect
Yeah.
example of an action RPG with story. Because they put the story within the writings, within the descriptions. A lot of games lose that when they go into like full-on action stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like one of my favorite games ever are the two Ori games. Love them with bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
I feel like they're very good in almost every way. Beautiful graphics, fun gameplay, great story, sad but beautiful story, and it's just the entirety is great. Like if I did like one of my, I would say like one of the almost perfect games. Like I can't think of like a bad aspect.
Yeah. Everyone has games they love. For me, it's always been turn-based RPGs because they have to put more into like the story and worlds. And I'm not saying other genres can't do that. It's just for me, a turn-based RPG is about the story and the world. Like
Yeah,
every
exactly.
Pokemon game is simple, but if you look at the stories they display, it's somewhat great. Like they're made for their stories are simple, but every single story has complexities. Like literally, the main villain of Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl just wants to erase the world because he believes that people's like emotions and stuff are bad. Like he believes that a world without emotion and feelings and stuff is a positive thing, and that's why he wants to erase the world. Now,
Mm,
yes, he doesn't succeed, but still. Anyway, time to continue the
yeah,
story.
yeah. Like, wait, do you know the Ori games? Sorry, I just like one of my like lesser known games that I absolutely love. So
I
I'm just
don't
like love sharing
play
about
horror
them.
games.
No, Ori games.
Oh, Ori.
Uh,
No, no, I've never played an
Ori,
Ori game,
yes,
but I know about them.
they're great. Sorry, I know they're like lesser known games. Like not most people
No, I
didn't play
know
them.
the name of them. The thing is, I've never gotten a chance to play them because by the time they became popular enough for me to find them, was playing different games.
Yeah. So sorry, I just like talking about them because they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. Like the soundtrack, absolutely great. I listen to it like when I want to relax. Graphics, stunning. Art style, not a Sorry, I started talking Slovak almost. Art style, beautiful. Um, the story of both of them is like sad-ish and also beautiful in the way like it has a great ending. I feel both of them, and it's a platformer, which is like an interesting thing, you know. It's basically a story platformer,
Yeah. Anyway, let's continue
which
the
is
story.
interesting. Yeah, sorry, I'm rambling again.
Shoes, Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead.
Oh, come on, come on,
He had no chance to
don't
make it
do
to her.
this to me.
I'm sorry if I
Don't do
wasn't
this
there
to
for you
me.
back there, but it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy. But it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers. And now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. Tough, too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through. And I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Dang it, it's locked. He didn't lock. There is no lock on this door. How is this locked? There's more to this story. I know it. Because why would this door be locked? I don't see any items in there. Like nothing worthwhile to lock away from the player. So that means that we're missing pieces of the story. Well,
Oh,
sorry, what?
maybe he's not dead. Maybe there could be a happy ending.
Honestly, at this point, it's pretty clear he's dead.
Well, on me, let me have my hope.
I'll let you have hope. I'm just not going to let you be delusional. I said probably. I never said
Let me
definitely.
be happy. Let me be happy and delusional, then sad and not
Anyway, let's go
delusional.
talk to the mermaid. Onwards with the power of Zoom! Alright, let's go meet the mermaid. Okay, so, actually, talking about
Why
mermaids,
was I
there's
actually
this...
gonna tear up?
Sorry, go ahead. Also, this area is my favorite area so far. Like, yeah, it's just a beach,
Yeah,
but
it is
look
nice. Yeah,
look how
what was I saying?
still the water is and how beautiful the beach is.
What was I saying? Why was I actually tearing up when they said he was dead? Come on, it ain't that deep.
Well,
Why am I tearing up, man?
because you're invested. If you didn't care, you wouldn't tear up. I mean, my main thing, I love telling stories. In my mind, I have like hundreds of stories I wish I could write and tell people, but a lot of them I haven't written because I wasn't sure if people would like them. And so, seeing stories is just great. Anyway, here's the mermaid. So pretty. Ooh, this is gonna be bad. She said, I'm still singing to keep the tears at bay. Oh, you ready to make her cry?
I'm ready to make myself cry.
Why is this an option? Like, yes, I can make her feel better by lying, but... I could be an awful person and lie here, but
Just say the truth.
the truth is the only thing I'm going to say. It's just, why is this an option? This should not be an option.
Come on. Don't give the veil a backstory. I'm gonna cry even more.
And this is where things are going to go bad. As I said, the story is not done. You ready? Okay, so that means story beats are about to happen. If it doesn't let me zoom, that means that I have to actually ride the ship. Also, her eyes were filled with tears.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's a hierarchy of like mythological creatures if I ever, like, you know, reincarnation stories? Well, one of my favorite reincarnation stories I've thought to myself a lot after, like, when I dream, I don't have dreams, I have books. And so, one of my favorites was basically The Mermaid of the Mana Sea, which was kind of a reincarnation story of a person who just asked for perfect safety, and then they were reborn as a mermaid who lived within a sea of mana, which would kill anyone who touched it. And basically, the entire journey that I had in my mind was that it's just about her doing stuff and then it affecting the world itself. Like, an example is at one point she saved a prince, and through like the friendship with the prince, an entire new language was formed, which was known as the language of kings. Like neat stuff like that. Anyway, let's go get Kai. I'm just trying to delay the inevitable.
Just break my heart already.
Okay, let's go get him. I don't know where he would be located right now. Because that's definitely not him. We're looking for a man with a hat. Nope, not in there. Not in here. Wonder if he's still by the dock. Let's go check the dock. Nope, not here. You know, when I find him, then we'll get done with this section of the story.
Yeah.
There he is. Oh no, we're tricking him. He did say he would give us anything, so onwards to meet your possible great-grandmother. To meet your possibly great-grandmother, possibly not. Most likely not. You ready, Phoenix? You okay?
I'm fine.
You say that, but you are almost in tears constantly right now.
leave, leave me alone. It's a nice story.
Oh, it's a beautiful story.
And I am weirdly emotional today.
Oh, time to continue.
Why have you brought me here?
That voice, it's music to my ears. I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you?
Say your full name, you dumbass.
What? You're a mermaid.
No shit.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, he was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
Go to grave. I was hoping.
My darling
Okay.
Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore.
Okay, that grave was not there a moment ago. That just spawned from the ether.
Yeah. I'm crying, god damn it.
Forget we mermaids live 500 years. Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew. for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met. I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way, but now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
Well, thanks for telling us that she's playing a melody. Oh no.
No, come on.
I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together.
Fucking hell, you just made it worse.
Are you okay, Phoenix?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Oh man. I am not tearing up. It's onions. I'm cutting onions.
No, you are not. Just accept it.
It's Headley. I don't know. Oh, I'm a crybaby today.
You've got your granddad's hands, you. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise. A mermaid who sets foot on land will
I hate that
perish
dialogue so
in
much.
time. But that's alright. I got to meet my darling one last time. Oh. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be. But I'm a mermaid, he's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love, but now it's time to say goodbye.
Hey, False Kai, you could have said something.
God. I hate this art. I hate this story so much.
Okay, so
I can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere
Uh,
before. Of course, Grandpa's cabin.
knew that we were going to go in there. Also, the reason why I'm not crying right now, Phoenix, is because I called it like 20 minutes ago.
I was just hoping. Stupid hope.
Damn, you are definitely in nobody's emotions right now.
I don't know why I'm weirdly emotional today. Oh man,
No,
why
no.
was it so beautiful?
Again, I like to think there were
Oh.
parts of nobody's brain, so nobody internally is just having tears, just like, I'm not crying! Half of his brain is just crying, and the other half is laughing at the part that's crying. Not because that's a bad thing that they're crying, but because it. The reason I'm laughing is because it's such a beautiful thing that,
Oh, I get it, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I also kind of sometimes chuckle at my mom when she laughs at the crash at a Disney movie, but not because I find it funny, because I also find it beautiful somebody can get that attached.
yeah.
But yeah, what the hell is with me today? God damn it.
Anyway, let's continue the story!
Don't even give me time to process this shit.
No.
Oh man. Come on, don't make it worse. Fuck you,
She
game.
just died.
Fuck you, game.
What's this? A letter?
Come on. Come on.
The game is just constantly punching you in the face.
Stop it.
This game is not giving you a moment.
Man.
This is Grandpa's handwriting. Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife.
Oh, you mean that cliff?
With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me. Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them.
Fucking
I did
game.
everything I could, but only the baby survived.
I called it.
I knew it wasn't the mermaid.
You're sure you'll find Taro back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go.
Stop
There's things you have to do.
Stop rubbing salt in the wound.
I'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
God damn it.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all. And what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me. But I want you to know one thing. I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle.
So, game, do you have any more knives to stab Phoenix with? You okay, Phoenix?
Self for a second, and then they go the fucking ladder. And it just got worse. The flashbacks, the reason. I hate this and love this game.
The story is great so far. The combat is great. The world is great. I see why it got a remake so soon. Anyway, well, update. Anyway,
The story is great. Stop rubbing salt in the wound already.
Sorry for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
no shit. Okay, I need to point something out. There were 2 suicides in this story.
I know. And he blamed himself, and he would blame himself for both of them.
Well, I don't. He never knew about Michelle's. I know he would probably blame himself for Michelle's, but his letter implies that, like, what he said in the letter was, "Don't hate my village. They don't understand." Like, even with that letter, he was still looking out for the village. He did love the place he comes from. He loved Michelle, but he also cared greatly. I don't even think he raised the child out of, like, grief or anything. He genuinely was a good, loving person.
No, he was. But he was also like. He did say, like, it was all my fault, so he blamed himself for her killing
Well-
herself, you know?
I mean, to be fair, if you... Okay. He was not the blame. We know this. But if you just can't stop someone... Let's say someone's running off a cliff, right? And you are there and you try to stop them, but you don't make it in time. You are going to blame
I will-
yourself for that situation, and that's why he was blaming himself. There was nothing he could do. But because of how it happened, there was nothing, he still would blame himself. Anyway, let's continue this story because I'm pretty sure we have to talk to him now. Well, not pretty sure. Okay, so yeah. Hopefully, in like an end credit scene, they actually start, like the town starts moving forward to actually liking mermaids. Because not a single person in that story was technically in the wrong other than like the kahuna. Like,
Yeah, I don't
it was a matter of circumstances that caused this entire tragedy.
I think even the Kahuna was kind of in the wrong.
Well,
If you look at it from his perspective,
the kahuna, like, promised his daughter, then the man fell in love, and the kahuna couldn't accept that, and just started telling everyone it was a curse.
yeah. But also, he was like completely in the wrong because if you look at it from his perspective, he went to the sea, then met a mermaid, which they consider monsters, they know nothing of them, came back, and decided to ditch his wife.
Well, not even ditch his wife. He constantly kept going back to the sea and then eventually broke it off with her. He still stayed with her for a while before he broke it off. And here's a question. Would you rather have him been in a loveless marriage and then just disappeared one day?
No.
He was at least honest and respectful about it.
Oh, yeah, they get it.
And for that honesty and respect, he got banished and locked away on a tiny beach with no way to leave. They didn't even they said he was exiled, but no. if you look at that beach, he could not leave. He was literally
Yeah.
locked in one location. They basically imprisoned him for his entire life.
Yeah.
And
Oh man.
there's a grave right there, meaning that he is still technically in the village. Like, there's a 9. No, wait. 2, 3. There's a ton of graves back there.
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah.
Anyway, onwards to find the item, because we are finally done with that story, which was a great story, all things considered.
Thank God. I can finally rest my eyes.
Well,
Oh man.
there's probably still going to be more stories in this game. Huh, I found a harp.
Man, I'm invested in the stories. They're great. I love the one last stream with Jade, Nobody,
Hmm.
reconnecting, which was
Yeah.
beautiful also.
Every story so far has been
Um,
beautiful.
I don't know. I didn't like the Kings that much. It was good, but I don't think
Well-
like it was on that level.
Well, there's going to be various qualities, but if you look at that story by itself, it is literally a story of someone who does not feel confident, takes advantage of everyone, and then is basically taught a lesson and learns to keep like training and working himself up.
Yeah. I mean, it is still a great story. It
Yeah.
sounds, but I don't know. It just didn't land that well with me. I can't fully describe why, but it just didn't connect with me like these two stories.
You know what the sad thing is?
What?
That letter in there basically said she pre-planned to die then. Because she directly tells us, I left the thing you need on the shore, and there was a letter in there that essentially said, I cannot take you there, I'm with my darling Kai. If you tell me what you say is true, I am with my darling Kai. Here is a harp, go tell the queen that I am with him now. And not to cry.
Wait. Wait. I find. And my eyes are. God. I am not sleeping tonight.
It is almost time for you to go to bed.
It's only 12.
Yeah.
Damn it. This story is so beautiful.
I mean, we don't know what's coming up in the future, but so far that's the best story in the game so far, like, right now.
Agreed, yeah. Oh.
I'm looking forward to playing more RPGs on streams and stuff. Like, during the week, I constantly, like, am like, maybe I should stream, and then I'm like, nah, I don't want... I should at least follow my schedule for a while before I start adding more streams to it.
I mean, if I see you here, I will try to join.
Well, hope more people will join eventually.
Am I not enough with my crying?
I never said you weren't enough. What I was saying was that I like having more people in the call because it's always funny. An example is Soul
Yeah,
being
true.
nobody's like wrathful part, which I would message Soul, but I don't want to like force people to show up. Okay, we are underwater now.
I'm gonna go hate to text them.
Okay, go text Soul saying show up. Or Faye. You text Faye a lot, that would be funny. Just, hey, join us! I'm crying! Maybe I'll text Faye and say you're crying. That would get them to join. Are you actually texting them? Oh, story beats.
I don't even remember how it started.
You don't even remember how this started?
No.
Oh, fellas, this place is a veritable paradise under the sea. Just when you think you've seen it all, you find yourself in Mermaid Town.
So we can breathe underwater now? That harp is something else.
Obviously, we can breathe
Well,
underwater
we're
now.
here, I guess we can find out if that story about the giant pearl is just an old wives' tale or not.
The rainbow just glowed.
Finding
We know
out
it's
is
not.
important, but we need to talk to the Queen first. We have to tell her about Michelle.
Okay, and here comes a joke. The Queen is Michelle's mom. I mean, it would make sense, but and like she directly said, tell her not to cry.
It would make sense. But I don't need more reminders of them. Please, Gabe. Mom,
Let's see what
do
the
this
map is.
to me.
Oh, it looks like the palace is up here. Let's go there first. I'll talk to people after. Hello, guard mermaid. Like, it says the palace is here, but that is a very sparse palace. Oh, mini medals are gonna annoy me until I find the guy who wants mini medals.
Hmm.
Did you actually message them?
I'm dying. I did. They're not responding.
No, I was just asking if you'd actually messaged them, because that would be
Bitch
funny.
left me on. Bitch left me on unread.
You mean on red?
No, unread.
Oh. Well,
They don't
then they
even
probably
online.
haven't seen it yet.
I'm kidding.
Alright, let's go talk to the queen. We have to talk to
Yeah.
this guard and then head up. Hi, Queen Marina.
Wait, it is. God damn it. It should be 5 p.m.
Welcome you to Nautica, the land beneath the waves. What brings you, Prince of Dandrasil, down to these coral caves?
Huh? How do you know he's the Prince of Dundrasil?
I have a second sight that touches every quarter, by which I keep abreast of all the news above the water. Of doomed love between men and mermaids, let us later speak. First, allow me to present the item that you seek.
Oh, thanks.
Behold the shining sphere of green, the orb you humans need. The treasures of the world above are marvelous indeed. Consider this my thanks for what you did for dear Michelle. Pray take it kindly, travelers, and may it serve you well. I witnessed the whole sorry tale. It always breaks my heart. The tragedy of man and mermaid doomed to live apart. But while the mermaid's burden holds, such romances are blighted, and love between man and sea maiden fizzles unrequited. For years now I have sought a way to remedy this curse. Alas, my every effort ends in failure or worse. You humans cannot help but
But
seem a
it
fraction
wasn't a curse. It was a beautiful story.
years and more down here beneath the sea. But though the flame of human life burns short, it burns so bright. You never cease to struggle. No, you push, you strive, you fight. And so your kind admire our kind, but we admire in turn. It is the world tree's will that from each other we should learn. It was the world tree's will that brought Michelle and Kai together. I pray that in their next lives they may stay that way forever. So too was it the world tree's will that brought you here today. But now, dear luminary, you must be upon your way. So set sail on the tide of time that flows ceaselessly on. And if Yggdrasil wills it, we shall meet again anon. Remember, though the paths we walk are filled with twists and turns, all roads lead from the tree of life, and to the tree return.
Why is this an achievement?
Well, let me read this.
It was basically, oh, aid Michelle's ill-founded
You
love.
game. Fuck game. You fuck you.
Well, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this now because I find this fun. Whee! Bonk. Oh, there's a quest in Mermiton. Ooh. Great quest to find after that journey.
Please. Don't give me more sad stories of mermaids and people.
Oh wow! Look at the name of the quest. That's funny.
What?
Up where they walk.
Yeah. The name of the quest.
Well, you don't find that funny? Or do you not get it?
No.
Do you not get it, or
I don't think I get it.
up where they talk, up where they walk? It's the Little Mermaid song.
Oh, I never saw The Little Mermaid.
Also, this shark runs a shop.
That is great. That's Larry.
I thought Larry was a lobster. I wonder. Aw. Oh wait, I can zoom here now. Anyway, so they said that that man was in Gondolia. Got it. Let's head there. Hello. We are streaming right now. If you don't want to be part of the stream, you don't have to talk. But otherwise, welcome. Faye. You there, Faye? Phoenix, are you there? Oh, please tell me I didn't disconnect again. Hold on, stream. I'm checking something.
I can hear you.
Okay. Oh,
Julian, can you hear?
well,
No, but
yeah, now I can.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can, Faye. How you doing?
Mm.
I would ask Phoenix that question first. Bro's dying.
Oh, he was. We just went through an entire adventure, and he was crying for over half of it.
Oh, it was a beautiful story that was way too sad for me today for some reason.
Go ahead, tell her what it was.
Sorry, what do you think? You cut out for me.
Go ahead. Tell Faye what the story was.
Alright, the story was about a fisherman who went out to sea and met a mermaid. Like, he got kind of injured, I forgot exactly what happened, and she kind of took care of him. Everything, they kind of fell in love. Then he went back and kind of was going there visit her once in a while. But then he kind of left his arranged marriage, and like the chief who arranged his marriage got mad at him and exiled him, basically imprisoned him. And after like a while there was a storm that destroyed his ex-wife's ship with her dad and husband on it, so she went to kill herself and kind of jumped off the cliff right before him, so he blamed himself, and she had a kid that survived, so he took care of it. And then he kind of said he can't go see the mermaid that was waiting for him because there was a kid who he promised to raise. So he waited for him for like 50 years, was it?
It was a while
When
ago.
she
They never actually
finally-
give an exact date.
Basically, a very long time. Then when she finally got back where he was already dead, and what she did, she came out of water, which basically made her not a mermaid. No? And
She turned herself into
just
a
to,
human.
just to kind of go over to the grave, say one last bye, and then killed herself just to be with him. Then it's not the worst part. I was crying at this point. Then they find a letter in the shack addressed like how he's sorry that he can't see her, and a flashback that was them bonding more, and like him blaming himself for stuff that happened, and it was so sad. And the game just kept on rubbing salt in the wound.
So, Faye, did you get all of that with
Yeah, I don't
all of the crying?
Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
You don't think he's okay?
By the way, I am sorry. I don't think he's okay.
No, I do not. He's been crying like that for a while now.
I'm fine.
By the way, I'm sorry. I've genuinely been so busy. Like yesterday, I was doing everything I had to do, and then I found out I was going to the eye doctor today. So my eyes have been dilated since 2 p.m.
Yeah?
and they're finally starting to get a little bit better. But I'm still very light sensitive,
Alright.
which is fun. And then I had to be outside for like an hour and a half afterwards when I got home. Because our mama goat was having a baby, and we
Yeah?
had to call people that we know because the baby was stuck.
Huh. That sucks.
So, but got to hold. So she had another baby goat, and since we couldn't let him near her because she was like trying to get another one out, I was holding this baby goat that's like maybe 2 hours old, and he fell asleep in my lap.
Aw, that's sweet.
Sorry, I'm like super hyper today because I've not had any social interaction outside of with a doctor.
Hey, you're fine. I don't expect people to like be like hugely social. I just like people showing up. I just found it funny because Adeline was started crying halfway through that mission, and then the mission kept stabbing him.
Yes.
He started
I
crying
was
when
already like
so
when they were saying,
halfway through the mission, I brought up that it was a possibility that he's dead, and he's like, "I hope not." And I could hear the tears starting to form, and it just got worse and worse from there.
so I don't know. I am sensitive today, alright?
So, Faye, in that mission,
Me
we
alone.
had 2 women commit suicide, and 3 men die. And it was not any of our fault. We kind of walked from point A to B to A to B over and over until the mission was finished. The only time we had any kind of fight was fighting a giant
They listen to
squid.
stories.
By the way, if I randomly disappear and I'm just muted for a while, I'm like, so I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be listening in, but I'm also like, when my sister gets back in, I'm gonna be playing a Clash Trial.
Okay. Go for it.
So
Have
I'll
fun.
text like
I
if
don't
you
care
guys
if
play
we didn't
something
do
to me.
anything. It was one of the
Well, it was beautiful.
I don't care
If you do have to mute Faye, just let Adeline start reading your messages. I'm sure he'll be able to manage through all the tears that he has currently.
Well, if I'm playing this Clash Trial and I type something,
I'm
there's a
fine
high
already.
chance that he won't be able to read it out loud. He will not be able to read it out loud to the
Why?
live people. Because I get so mad at these Clash Trials. And half
And
of the words I say are not appropriate.
okay, I don't make these for kids. These are streams. Plus, we're 2 hours in, meaning that censors aren't gonna care. I don't get money from these streams anyway. I mean, I wish I could get money for
so then, yeah,
streaming.
you can read them out loud if you want.
Sorry, what?
By the way, Faye, we both play League. Don't worry, we get angry at the game.
Huh?
Yep. We both play League of Legends.
What'd you say?
That me and Julia play League.
Play
We know
League of
how it is
Legends.
getting angry at the game.
Yeah, you texted me about that yesterday as I was like in a CTE fair.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like on a 2-game dominating streak, and I was like, should I play a 3rd game? I don't want to get fucked up, because usually it's like you get few very good games, and you just go like 0-13-0,
You get cocky.
Yeah, the time you were talking, the time you texted me, I was talking to the FBI, like actively talking to them. And I was like, I have to respond to this. So I responded to you as I was talking to these FBI people.
Ma'am, can you please explain this text message? My friend's playing League. Okay.
Look, I had like great game. I had like game of being like top 99% Braum player
Yeah.
in my rank, and another one like being top 80% Yone player in my rank. So I was like, I don't want to do another game because I have a fucking astronomically. I want to get a good feeling. So I was just
So happy my
checking up. Is it a good idea to do a 3rd game?
What did I tell you? Because like I don't remember what I told you. I was like half out of it when I was texting you.
You said yes. You said yes.
Did you fail that
You
game?
said I should, but it was 11 p.m. and
He
I
did.
was... No, I didn't play because it was already 11 p.m.
So bro asked me for no reason.
Because
Well, yeah, that was.
you responded 2 hours later.
And you didn't.
Oh shit, did I? Oh yeah, I did.
Okay, but Faye did respond. Yes, it was 2 hours after the fact, but that doesn't mean they didn't respond.
He responded to me right after
Sorry, they were
too, so
almost asleep when they respond.
Faye just countered you by saying you responded immediately.
Yeah, I was almost asleep.
Almost asleep is not asleep. You said you were asleep.
Look,
Oh.
if I would play a game of League at 11, no, it was late, like 11:30, I wouldn't fall asleep until like 2 p.m.
So, Faye, Adeline, are you ready for this Sunday's D&D stuff?
So 2 a.m. Yes, I am.
Are you
oh,
guys...
just a heads up.
Also, guys,
Bear,
What's...
if I don't show up on Saturday, it might be because I died, because tomorrow I'm running a marathon and I have asthma.
Yeah,
So,
just make
if
it
I
as
don't
far as
show
you
up
can.
this week, I might have died.
Okay. And then, Faye, you were saying something before you were interrupted?
so I'm just giving this heads up now. I'll probably be out. So if I don't show up this weekend, it's because our internet and data have completely shut out because we're getting a fast freeze this weekend.
Okay.
Really bad. That thinks the power will go
Ditching me
out. We just don't
again.
know about phone
You
data.
promised.
Hey,
You promised
I
last
do
week. You're
hope that
ditching me
everyone can
again.
show up for, like, the story mission, because the boss fight is coming up soon. And you
Yeah, I
guys...
should be there. I should be there. It's just if my data goes out.
Alright. But what I'm saying is, this is your guys' first time dealing with a Julian boss.
Sorry, I'm looking for cough drops right now. I don't see them.
So yeah, I hope you guys are ready for fighting your first ever actual Julian boss. Because all you've ever fought was a Julian fun creature.
Julian,
What?
you just made my tears go in again. How do you manage that? By just saying this is Julian boss.
I did what?
Stop it.
I
I'm
don't know
tearing
what
up
you
again
said.
because it was a Julian boss. I don't know why.
What happened? I couldn't hear what
Tearing
you
up
said.
again.
Sorry, what?
Crying again. Kick him.
Oh.
Tearing up.
I mean,
Kick him from the cross. Joking.
I would say something, but I know for a fact you guys would immediately scream at me to not say it.
I'll say it.
I'll say it. I believe in you guys.
Yeah.
Julian bosses are just that hot. Hot enough to bring him to tears, guys.
I'll tell you this. Soul did see the Julian boss, and she immediately was like, smash. So she has seen what the Julian boss looks like.
So I'm gonna be the same, I'm guessing.
Maybe. You're not the same person.
But we have a very similar taste for some reason.
Just because you have similar taste doesn't mean you're going to be the exact same. But yeah, I'm just giving you guys a pre-warning because every time everyone who's ever done a Julian boss has basically gotten really upset at existence afterwards. I mean, Soul keeps bringing up the flowers and how run from any flowers you see. And then people from the older group will bring up
Do I get the canonical
colors.
disadvantage?
Sorry, what?
Do I get the canonical disadvantage for strength saves and checks?
I'll give you a bonus if you take that, but you said nah, I'd rather not, for now. Which is why I've not given you that.
I just find it hilarious if that would happen.
Hey, I give you guys bonuses for taking negatives. Even if they're just humorous negatives.
I'm considering it.
Okay. I mean,
Because at this point, I just feel like he shouldn't succeed.
I mean, at this point, Faye should be... Faye... Honestly, I have this joke that I'm planning on showing before next stream if people show up early, which is just Kuro-sensei from Assassination Classroom as Faye in the future. Because I feel like Faye will eventually get so fast that people are just unable to deal with it.
Bro's just constantly at Mach 20.
Yep. Faye, you're not moving right now. Actually, I'm vibrating at such a frequency that it looks like I'm not moving right now. I'm sorry, what?
Put your hand in there! Proceeds to break it in half, snap it off.
I want to change my race.
Why do you want to change your race?
I'm just kidding. Oh man, my extra 5 feet of speed is getting irrelevant by the session.
Okay. But you also have a movement ability, and also you also got an extra ability no one else has.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't even know about it yet.
Only you know about that ability. Well, no. Everyone has seen... Actually, you put on a glove immediately after, so no one has seen your glitter hand.
No, nobody. I haven't even used it, so nobody even knows I have the ability.
Yep. Which,
Nobody knows what Faye has yet.
Everyone knows you have... Well, the people who showed up the last session know you have grapple. That's it. And I can't...
that's it.
And I find it
And
hilarious
that you're a
how...
Pokemon trainer.
Well...
Sorry, Digimon trainer.
The joke we had for that was essentially... You guys walk through the... Okay, I need to check this because I got 2 notifications for... Yep. I got 2 notifications for my voicemail immediately after each other. Anyway, but the joke we had was essentially you guys going through the forest, and then you're like, where'd Faye go? You hear the scream from an owlbear. You're like, oh no, Faye might be in danger. I know, a stretch. And then you guys run over, and you just see Faye flying through the air, like, full-on Karate Kick style, just grabbing the owlbear around the head and just wrestling it. That was the joke we had for Faye. Which I found funny. Don't know if you guys find it funny. Okay, I'm gonna check this message real quick. You guys talk about whatever while I do this.
Oh, what is it? Well, if you want to tell me, you don't have to, bestie.
You know how I love gender fluid characters? I need a female form. I need it. I need it. I need it. I need it. I have to have one.
I'm a fan favorite for being gender fluid, guys.
Nah, I hate you anyways.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm not inviting you to my gender fluid party.
There are still no snacks. I'm not interested.
That's so true, though. Welcome back, by the way. We heard you.
Anyway. Onwards to continue the journey. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to get into the city, because the front door is frozen. Huh. Oh wow, a giant thing that is frozen in ice. It's almost like we are going to have to fight that later.
We're gonna go skating.
No, look. Giant dragon, frozen in ice. I wonder if that's going to be a threat that we're gonna have to deal with.
Nah, that would never happen.
No. Unlikely.
Oh wow, that's a dangerous area. I'm not going that way.
Sorry.
What's up?
I'm so excited. My glasses have blue light protection on them this time, so I don't have to worry about like always having my like light and stuff all the way down, and then whenever I'm on the computer, it also being really bright.
Yeah.
Because blue light hurts my eyes.
Do you wear glasses?
I'm getting glasses like within the next couple weeks.
Buy blue
I
light
went to see eye doctor
glasses.
today, but yeah,
Buy.
I did.
Okay.
Well,
Then
sort
you're-
of, because like it's like a type that has blue light protection in it, but I have like 4.75 on one of my eye lens prescriptions, which is really high.
Ah.
Blind.
Well. Yeah. I mean,
I'm kidding.
up.
Huh?
Fatal error.
Ah, alright.
Oh,
No.
that's concerning, but I can't
You're
just.
blind.
Okay, well, and this is why we save every moment we can.
Oh shit, I can't save my Clash Royale.
You can't play your Clash Royale? Why can't you?
Well, I can't save it, so I can't leave anything. I can't leave my game or anything, but it's
Yeah.
paused right now, and Brooklyn has to come back in.
Alright.
Oh, she has my porn bookmark right now. The one that's just like the reading
Oh.
that one. Brooklyn has
The
yeah.
the first half of
Brooklyn
that
has that
sentence
one because she
was concerning.
What? What was concerning
I
about
know.
it? No, seriously, what was
I'm just
concerning about
kidding.
it?
I
Like-
said it and then I was like, oh wait, and then I was like, yeah, Julian said it's fine.
Well, what was concerning about it?
Nothing, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm not concerned, but like, I was like weird.
Because nothing about what she said is concerning to me.
Not concerning, I
Look,
just
my
used
sister.
weird, bad word, that wrong word for it.
Okay, then what were you thinking of saying?
Weird.
Okay.
That's
What was,
better.
what was weird about it?
The fact that I bought my sister a porn related bookmark.
And? That's funny.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
Look,
what
Adeline,
the first,
my
the
sister can't
first half
find
of... Go ahead.
My sister can't find people in real life, so we don't disconcern her. So we let her read what she wants and let her have her own
Yes.
like fantasies.
Yeah, no, but the first half of the sentence was, my sister has my porn.
Yeah. And?
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Not really.
Well, yeah, no, that sentence in itself would be concerning. If we were to add the bookmark to it, like my sister has my porn bookmark, that would have been concerning. But just my sister has my porn. That part is a little concerning.
I still don't get why you guys are concerned about it, but if you say so.
Well, first of all, because if she had my porn, it would mean I'd had to be in a porn.
No. What
And
you
then I
said,
would have
Not
to actively
necessarily.
give that to it.
hold on. What you said implies that not that you're in porn, but that you own porn.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But still, why would you be sharing it with your family?
Again, that is
All
also
right,
not
guys.
weird. People share things all the time in families.
Not stuff like that.
All right, guys, we're having a family movie night.
Sorry, what? What's wrong, Faye?
I said, all right,
The
guys,
fuck?
family movie night.
But yeah, nothing what she said seems so weird or concerning. It just seems something that happens naturally sometimes. Like each family has different rules.
I am concerned about your family now.
No, my family doesn't do that stuff, but I can understand families that do.
Hmm.
You
I
don't
don't.
have. Well, if you don't, that's
I
fine.
remember reading this.
Did Faye
I
ask
remember
you
reading
to
this Reddit
understand it?
stuff. Well, actually, we don't delve down the Reddit story, so it's on here. We don't do that.
Nah. I don't listen to Reddit stories, but honestly, the only Reddit stories that really concern me are RPG horror stories. Mostly because I'm always concerned that you guys think I'm one of those DMs, which I'm not. At least I hope I'm not.
No, I was telling you not
Wait,
to stop.
I'm overthinking if I'm one of those DMs.
Yeah, that is always a concern.
Mm,
I mean, I don't think I am, but
no.
that's up to players to decide. Faye, what did you just say?
Yeah. Me and my friends were texting the other day, and we were like, "Well, we all want to play D&D, but none of us Dungeon Master." So I was like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna call up my very much probably uninterested DM and be like, hey, you need to DM for a bunch of college freshmen that all in person outside of you."
Who are you gonna call up?
You.
Hey, I'm more than willing to DM at any point. You know this. Set up a day, I will DM for your group. Other than Mondays. You know Mondays are my free day. But yeah, Faye, if you want them to play D&D and want me to DM, I'm more than willing to DM. I can make 47 different worlds. I actually have this idea for a world. Faye, you want to hear it? Because it's actually a part of a book series I wanted to write. And everything's quiet. Stream hasn't gone down, so I know I'm still live. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Let's fight something. Die, tiny hat pig. Am I connected still? Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, I'm gonna go check because no response is usually a bad thing. Yep. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we could hear it the entire time. Can you hear
Well,
us?
Now I can.
Alright.
But
We
yeah,
could hear you, but it seems like you can't hear us.
The only reason we couldn't.
well, now I
Yeah, it
can.
seemed like you couldn't hear us.
So yeah, But yeah, the last thing I was talking about, yeah, I'm more than willing to run D&D. You just have to set up a date other than Mondays. And then that's when I think that the call cut out for you guys. I'm not sure though.
Oh, we could hear you. We just you didn't hear us.
You
No.
can hear us.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. The call cut out, as in I couldn't hear you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So
So
I
I
have
was
no
like,
clue
how
what
did
Just
he
a
it is.
get
heads up. Just heads up. I'm listening still, but I'm back here with my game now. So if I'm quietly mumbling to myself, I'm probably reading the instructions out loud of what I need to do.
Okay, but yeah.
Well,
Faye, what did you say about after I said that? Just asking.
Oh, I said yes, please. Go ahead. Go ahead and share.
So it's actually a story I brought up earlier in the stream, which was the Mermaid of the Manasee. I had this entire world plan where basically the world is like a circle with a magical ocean in the middle. However, the continent is split up into different sections, each one representing a different element, where people who were born in that section have a preference over that element. So if you were born in like the lightning elemental area, you had electrical powers, that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's the base principle of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
After
the
I make
base
food,
principle.
I'm gonna make it with Apollo for a bit.
All right.
I might need to find a way to pause this so that you can do that. Because I can't save it. Okay, I'll probably yeah, that works. So just don't close out of the game, and it should be fine. Then me and you will watch the show. Okay. Then you can play your game after I go to bed. Okay. Well, then when this kind of argument surfaces, you will.
by the way, Julian, if you have ideas, I would appreciate because I have a writer's block. I can't think of a story arc for my game.
I have tons of
What's
ideas.
that?
You just need to
I
request
am
them.
burned out.
Well,
With other persons, what the fuck
What-
do you mean by that?
okay,
What the
well,
fuck do you mean by that? Hold on. Sorry, hold
okay.
on. Pause me real
So,
quick, because I'm.
Adeline, what do you said you're stuck on your game. What do you mean? Like you can't think of any ideas for yours?
Yes, exactly.
If you need help, just ask. I'm more than willing to help. You just need to like give me some details of what you need.
Yeah, so I don't know, just kind of can't find a good time to prepare with all school and stuff. I don't know, it's difficult.
Well, if you need a tip there,
Just-
I have simple solutions to that kind of stuff.
Sure.
One of which is think of your ideas as you're walking.
I'm trying, but I was like, I had like a whole hour where I was just sitting, trying to think, and nothing sparked.
Okay, were you
Nada.
listening to something?
No.
Then that's your problem.
Yeah, walking and listening to music actually helps me come up with a lot of my ideas.
That's a lot of the time when I'm
I
thinking
think
of
a
like
lot.
story beats or character fights or stuff, I usually listen to music I try to match the music with the beats. So an example is there's this fight that you remember the fight with the pirate?
No. 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 No.
Adeline. Well, okay, Adeline, do you remember the event that happened afterwards with Soul? Both of those instances, I had music in my mind as I was visualizing what would happen. Music is the best thing to help you visualize stuff. It's the best idea crafter. So, yeah. I mean, Faye knows it. She just was saying that it's an amazing thing to help.
I usually when I listen to music, I just kind of focus on it and tune out everything else.
Well, what you're trying to do is meditate, and usually that's helpful, but the big issue with like meditation methods of thinking of ideas is if you get stuck, there is no solution. You are just stuck.
I mean, I've got a simple idea, but other than that, I have nothing.
Okay, well, say
I've
the
got
simple idea.
yeah, I've got one like like after like kind of we started the game. One of the first encounters I had was like with a necromancer that was looking for a ancient tomb. They
Mhm.
found him, but they kind of after they defeated him, there was like a staff that kind of started to attract itself to the tomb. What they did, they just threw it to a hole where the tomb was and ran away. So I was thinking I could bring this back and see and show them what outcome this had, you know, like kind of the staff were just connected to the tomb and powered it, basically remade the necromancer who was soul inside as a lich inside the tomb, you know, just like kind of like a callback to their actions, what it cost.
Okay, so what you're saying is you want to, like, they didn't go after the staff, instead they ran off? Or did they go after the staff?
Yes. No, they just grabbed it and they didn't know what to do with it, so they just threw it in to just kind of get rid of it and ran off.
Okay. So I have a different idea. Do you want to hear it?
hmm
Have you set up a story for this journey, by the way?
Um, for what journey?
The journey the characters are going on.
Right now, like what they have, there was like they're like post-war. They're traveling between two cities, because
Ooh.
of like peace negotiations.
This is actually a perfect situation for you. I have an idea. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
What if they actually did defeat the necromancer, but the necromancer's soul and body became split? So the staff could be traveling to the necromancer's body, which becomes a lich, but his soul becomes a great spirit or something. And both of them are trying to restart the war to reform themselves.
Hmm. Now I have to remember. I think they killed the body though.
They did, but he's a necromancer. And the staff still
True.
exists, which, as you said, you were thinking of using the staff as a phylactery. Maybe
Yes.
the staff can reanimate any body as his. So maybe they can kill a body, and if there's any bodies left over around his corpse, he can take control of it or formulate new bodies from corpses that are on the ground somewhere nearby.
Yeah, that could be. But also, I don't know if he would want to restart the war because he died long before the war started.
However,
Like, the war started. Yes,
What-
continue.
my idea essentially is by him restarting the war, he would have an infinite supply of bodies to continually make himself stronger and eventually fuse his soul to himself again. So
It's a great idea.
you could have in one
Also-
entire section of the world, basically people are dying and there's like zombies rising up and stuff, and another section of the world that seems peaceful, but there's like shadows moving and ethereal enemies.
Yeah, that's great. Because also, what happened kind of, we started kind of a new campaign, and this happened in the last one, which was I was thinking made set like few hundred years before the current one, no? So I was thinking like it took some time for the soul to, after the destroy of the body, to regain its power, you know, to start mobilizing again.
Yeah?
So this could kind of be kind of like a cool callback to old campaign, you know, and also usage of old story arc that I didn't get to finish.
Well, the way you framed it was that was part of this campaign. Because I asked about this
Oh, that
campaign.
was sorry. Yes, sorry. They're connected. They are in the same word. Sorry, that's what I mean.
Okay. Well, either way, this would allow you to basically create a long-spanning story where every single character could have moments of importance. Like, let's say, I don't know what your party members are, but let's say the fighter goes back
They're
to their
horrible.
home village. Sorry, what?
They're horrible. One is a fighter slash warlock, multi-class, which is basically a murder hobo.
That works perfectly
Another
for
one.
this story.
he's a warlock because he made a pact with like old devilish goddish being, and it now lives in his head. Um, then I have one which is just a guy, which is just a what's the name? Like the witch type guys. I forgot the name of the race.
Well, an example of
Explode.
the way the story could go. You know that murder hobo player?
Mhm.
It could be revealed later on that every single NPC he murdered, their grudges, you could actually make the villain into, like, so one of my ideas is, and this is one that I didn't say because a lot of DMs won't be able to handle it. You could literally make the main enemy's goal to become a, I forgot the name, but it's a Japanese yokai skeleton. And the way the skeleton functions in the mythology is it is the spiteful spirits, like the reanimated spite of those who were killed unjustly. It is
Unfortunately, he didn't kill that many people. He had one thing which he did. He blew up an entire fleet in which he died and then
well,
came back.
okay. You need to say full stories before you actually before you ask for help, because what you're doing is, oh, there was this one character and he's dead and he's back.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So more context. I can tell his story. He was a gladiator. That after like they met up all in like in a town where they got hired by this mafia type guy. They did some jobs for him. They found out he was actually organizing this everything to kind of get more money from rich people. Then they found out. They confronted him. They ran away. They got scared because there wasn't all of them there, so they ran away from him. He followed them. They made connections with one of the richer families, but he followed them there. Basically, his group slaughtered the entire family because he followed them in there, and only the like a child survived. Only like a small daughter of the family survived, which they my part is horrible. Um, um, which then they kind of took care of. Then they traveled with this daughter to another city where they had like a close relative as a lord, in which they found out there was a kind of a old follower of what is the big fire guy, big fire giant from Norse mythology.
Ifrit?
Surtur. Surtur.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sorry. Surtur. Yeah, he kind of like a follower of Surtur that wanted to uh, take over and basically burn down the world in his name, which they managed to stop before the Lord was used as an offering to summon kind of like an avatar of Surtur into the world, um, which made them like kind of friends with the Lord. Kind of he then they kind of wanted a job, so he gave them a kind of an escort mission to go deliver some materials to like you know how you have like city states in
Yeah.
a few, so this was kind of like a no, sorry, no, this is just like a few islands off the coast of the main country they're in the main kingdom they're in, which are like their own nation kingdom type of thing. They went there. There was it was like a this was kind of like a steampunk inspired thing, so it was like technically advanced, running on mana stones. I called was kind of like a stones made from concentrated mana over the years in underground that they used to power multiple stuff. But I discovered one which had a soul trapped inside of it, which kind of started to tap into all of them and taking control, basically starting to take over the entire city.
Okay.
Um, they stopped that. when after this, one of my players, which was the Hexblood, who has a aunt or that is a hag, and he's like I don't remember exact how many siblings. It's just he like multiple siblings. He basically his backstory was his parents basically sold him and his siblings to a hag for some riches and stuff. And he basically hates her because she ate some of his siblings and basically tortured him and stuff like that. So he convinced him that she got his siblings. She found them, she trapped them. So his first thing was he ran over to where the hag is, to her. After a long fight, as a last resort, she used a spell to transport them all into Feyrealm.
Okay, so
Into
so
Feywild.
far it sounds like you already have story beats you can do.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I have the mana stone that it didn't yet resolve.
Well, it also sounds like they have every single story beat with the character has not been resolved. It sounds
No,
like,
because
and hold on,
continue.
it sounds like you are telling a story, but you forgot the endings.
Yeah, I don't really have an overarching plot.
Well, you don't need one because you are already halfway through the story. Basically, you're too far to make an overarching an overarcher yet.
I know we're not playing for that long. We're only playing
Yes,
for like.
but you've just described 17 different adventures they've gone on. Unless you're telling me that's just backstories, which you've made their backstories too large. Like, what level are
I
they?
don't know. 10.
Okay, and what level did they start?
5.
Then yeah, you're way too far to make an overarching story unless you figure out a way to link every single event they have caused together. The best you can do is create a new story that they can go on.
Yeah. I mean, I have ideas, but I don't think I should introduce them yet. Like, I have a whole continent I wanted to set up.
Then start
I have
setting up in the background. If you do not think you're ready to tell a story, then start setting it up during other stories.
Yeah. I also have like a whole lore that I didn't yet know, like all the creation of the universe kind of background, why the mud, like kind of like the earth even exists, and like.
Why would you tell the creation of the universe if it's not important to the story?
Because I like to write stuff.
Okay.
And this was a thing I was kind of bored, and I just came up with like kind of the lore behind the world.
Okay, but if the lore is not important, why would you tell it?
Good question. I don't know.
That's essentially being like, oh yeah, I wrote an entire character that is never supposed to appear ever in the story. Why did you write the character? Felt like it.
That was exact. I mean, there is a character that is related to this whole thing in the story already.
Okay.
Which is like a very old, evil kind of, not evil, but like a god of chaos, you know? Like
chaos is not good nor evil. It just exists.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm not saying evil. Kind of just like a god of chaos, kind of like Loki type thing, you know?
Oh, Loki was evil. In mythology.
Alright, Loki was a bad. Yeah, I don't, like what's like a good chaos god which is just neutral, not evil, not bad, not evil, not good. I mean.
Well, if you look at most mythology, chaos is always seen as evil when it's not.
Yeah, chaos shouldn't be evil. I mean, I don't see him evil. He's just like a chaotic guy who likes to have fun, you know? That's kind of what I have him at.
Well, it's not even just chaotic guy who likes to fun. Chaos is just chaos. It exists to antithesize order. Order and chaos are two sides of the same coin. As long as one exists, the other The same can be said about light and dark. If light never existed, darkness would never exist. And vice versa.
Yeah.
I think I went through this entire forest and just realized I'm not supposed to be here. Yep. Well, back through this again.
I think, well, no, I had like 5 story arcs, and each of them were like 1 level.
Why are you giving levels for just completing one story arc?
I don't know. It just feels like I just feel like it.
Well, did they deserve it?
Yes.
How hard was the boss? Did they nearly die?
Yes. I make almost every boss that. As I said, I know this is horrible, but I don't keep track of HP that much. So
Okay, but that's not the problem. The problem is the players are doing whatever they want, and you're saying they're horrible when you're just giving them reasons to do whatever they want. You're rewarding them for doing whatever.
Hmm.
This is not me saying you're a bad DM. This is me saying if the players do something and you do not like it, and you do not think it fits a story, why are you letting them continue?
Because I believe in player agency, and I don't want to be like railroaded too much.
Okay, but here's a question. When a player goes full murder hobo and kills an entire town, do you think that's fair?
No, there should
Do
be
you think-
consequences.
If a player has full agency, they should just get away with that. They should be able to kill the other party members if they just feel like it. Because that's what full agency means.
True. I mean, look, I exaggerate because I know for fun reasons, but they're not that bad. I mean, yeah, they have multiple accounts of stealing,
Okay, not
trying to
bad.
kill someone.
Okay,
They
but
stole.
what I'm saying
Yes.
is it doesn't feel like you're writing a story. It feels like you're telling them, oh, you can go here, and them being like, nah, we don't want to.
No, they follow the plot.
What's the plot? Because so far you've given them 5 missions and no plot.
They follow
They
the
follow
art
what
plot.
they follow. Oh, go to this town. Here's a possible quest. Okay, they're following the quest, and they've blown up the town. It doesn't. I am not insulting your DM style. Understand this. Got it?
Oh no, I'm not taking it personally.
But
I'm
the
more
way you're writing your
reflecting.
story is essentially not writing it. You have written missions with no plot. If a book starts, like, let's start a book, right? What is the first thing you need to do to write a book?
Introduce characters, introduce the world.
No. Idea. You start with the
Mhm.
idea and then you introduce the world and characters. So an example is if in my school, right? Like in my D&D, that's a school. You think that I was just like, oh yeah, you guys build your characters and then I'll think of an entire plot line around them. No, I had ideas for stories. It's just I made it abundantly clear that I wasn't going to do any of the stories unless you guys told me to. Because that was the point of this journey. The journey was never going to have a story unless you guys told me to. I've had hundreds of ideas for stories, some of which you will probably never deal with. Because I know for a fact that if I bring them out, you guys are going to scream at me. Maybe. I'm pretty sure Venus will. Venus is very serious.
Thing is that my game isn't serious. We're just goofing around 90% of the time.
But even if you're... I'm not saying that you can't goof around. What I'm saying is, if you're going to goof around and you want a plot, you need to introduce the plot early, or you need to introduce a plot as soon as you can, and then have the overarching story be part of every mission. You cannot have both.
Yeah.
And right now,
I'm
it
doing
just
two
sounds like you're
episodical
trying.
now.
Sorry, what?
I'm doing it 2 episodical. Episodical.
Yes. If you want... Here's what I think. Think of the major overarching element of every journey they've been on so far. Think of what was similar about every journey so far, and figure out what you can do with those similarities. Like, have they just destroyed a lot of cities? Have they caused a lot of property damage? Have they... Like, think of what the characters have done. From there, you can actually build a story out of anything.
I mean, the way I look at it, everywhere they go, they kind of cause a disaster while solving another one.
Okay.
Goodness.
So...
Or like, not a disaster, but like a bad thing. Like, they try to stop a guy led into a murder of an entire noble family.
Okay.
Went into a city, blew up the city square while trying to stop a guy. Went into the Feywild, started a 15-year-old war.
Okay. So, again, those are the overarching elements, right?
Yes.
Now, because you have those elements, set it up, and this is just an idea, like, set it so that, like, during the missions, make it seem like someone else is causing them to cause those events. Then, at the end, you can reveal that no, it was just them doing a bad job.
I just keep getting better.
That is one thing you can do. In the end, the story is yours. I'm just saying stuff. Huh. Okay, that's cool. I have portal spots that I can go to. There's also an island way out there that I want to check out. Like, this place is not even on the map. But yeah, as I said, it doesn't feel like you're... I like what you're doing. Like, if you're just playing to, like, have fun missions, do that. You don't need an overarching story if you don't... It's just, if you want an overarching story, you should start with an overarching story, or start with an idea for one. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to start a new campaign. I already did that once. I don't want to go through it again.
Okay, now you're just making it sound like starting new campaigns is an awful thing.
No, it's a good thing. But like, my players... Because when I said I'm running out of ideas, they were like, please don't start another campaign. Because last time I ran out of ideas, we basically started a new campaign, you know?
Okay.
So,
You don't even have to start a new campaign. I mean, you could start a new campaign, but something dumb you could do that the players would probably get really annoyed at, which I would find funny. A refresh. What you would do is, you know how they're overpowered right now?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of a mission, destroy the world. Like, have them fail, have the world reset, lower their level down to make it equal, add some homebrew if you're allowing homebrew. Like, give them each a special homebrew ability to make up for it. And then you just have them start at a lower level and start an overarching story of who destroyed the world.
You know Magic the Gathering, right?
Yeah.
You know. Yes, right. You know. You know the lore, kind of.
I know most of it.
You know the Eldrazi Titans.
Yeah.
I had the idea to do something like similar to them, kind of, because I kind of like that part of the lore a lot.
You can easily do that with, like, Destruction of the World Reset.
Could do that, yes. The thing is, I feel like they would hate me so much for it.
Maybe.
Because we've been playing for almost a year.
Okay.
And
here's a way that you can fix that, though. Have it be like the villains, like, show up, have... How many party members do you have?
4, but I want to get a 5th one.
Okay. 4 main villains. At the start of this journey, the world is destroyed. Let's say that some evil person managed to summon an Eldritch Being, right? This Eldritch Being remakes the world. At the start of this journey, instead of having a full character reset, have the 4 main villains steal the protagonist's powers. Then you can have them restart leveling up as a goal to get revenge. This would continue into them if you defeat that main villain, the person whose powers were stolen by that main villain, or everyone in the group gets one, like, superpower, like super ability that you can make, or grab. Like, let's say one of the super abilities is full control of fire, or, like, an explosion attack. Like, something that is worth the journey needs to be there if you want to do an overarching story. Like, you keep saying you want an overarching story, but every time I bring up ideas, you're just like, I don't... Because you're too far in this journey to have an overarching story, but there are ways to make it an overarching story. Besides, I'm just giving ideas. If you don't take them, you don't take them.
Well, that was easy.
Original idea for the world. And so it is like the lore is heavily revolved around gods.
Uh-huh.
So it could be like kind of like after the big destruction, some gods like choose them to help them rebuild it.
Yep.
And give them powers related to that.
Yep. I do like the idea that the villains steal the protagonist's powers just to give them a goal for this new world. And it doesn't feel like a full restart, it feels like a story beat. Which
also, now
Sorry, go ahead.
Now I understand why people complain about the high level D&D, because they're at level 10.
Uh-huh.
I already don't know what I should do to stop them from being chaotic, because they shouldn't be stopped by normal guards,
Oh, they should be.
I mean, because I'd like to keep them in control so they don't do completely stupid things, but also I feel like they shouldn't be stopped by everyone, They should feel powerful too.
Well, here's a question. Why are the guards guards?
Because they are supposed to protect people.
And how hard do you assume guard training is? Hell, what do you
Not
think
a
when
lot.
what do you think happens to adventurers who don't quite make it in adventuring?
I mean,
Or
I assume like
adventurers who
normally
retire from adventuring or settle down?
the thing like I never like I assume because 10th level is like nationally known, I believe. No, like kingdom widely known according to D&D.
Okay. That does not
So
mean
I
that
believe
you're
like
stronger than guards. Basically, what I'm saying is guards should be retired adventurers rather than just random schmoes. There should be some random schmoes, and let's prioritize towns, but there should be like actual retired adventurers as guards somewhere. In some places.
because I had to go to like make basically introducing gods to keep them in check. You know,
I've never had
like
a
I had to.
problem keeping my players down, mostly because if you guys get out of hand, I will pull out a Julian enemy.
Yeah, exactly. Like the thing is, I don't like to make the guys, my players suffer. You know, I want to have them fun.
Why do you equate Julian enemies to suffering?
Because it is.
No, you have not actually fought a real Julian enemy. You have fought
Look,
what you fought in the training area on Julian difficulty was not an actual Julian level enemy. That was me showing you how broken the D&D monster system was. I have creatures that literally can eat that enemy for breakfast continually.
see, and I was already suffering, so I don't like to make my players suffer, and I like them to have fun.
The thing is, I always put my enemy... Well, you're going to be fighting a Julian level boss soon, so... If you think that just a single enemy was suffering, then... good luck. Because Julian bosses are things of nightmares, according to the players. In fact, if you want to know, call up Soul.
I'll see.
You'll see. Hello, you there? Did it disconnect me again? Yep, it did. Hello, can you hear me now? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
You said we'll see.
Yes. Yes, I said we'll see on Sunday/Monday.
Well, I mean, I'll make my creature. I don't actively make my creatures to kill you all. I just do it for fun.
Your idea of fun is our suffering.
Why would it
I'm
be
kidding.
suffering? I don't actively try to kill you. If you guys deal with something, like I've had to nerf bosses mid-fight, and again, I don't think any of them were suffering. I do say that, but Soul keeps bringing up how she's terrified of flowers now.
Yeah. But actually, before I try to change completely my game, I'm gonna ask my players if they if they like the style I'm doing, or do they want a overarching plot. You know?
Yep, that's exactly what you should do. My suggestions were just in case you were going through it with no matter what.
Yeah. Because like if they like the style I'm doing, why change it?
Yep.
Because it is good because it's low maintenance for me because I have to focus on many stuff. So I just kind of like come up with a mission when I have free time and just kind of write down stuff because of that. And
Yep.
it is easier for me, and if they enjoy it, better for everyone.
Yep.
But this is the biggest problem. I feel like I don't have time to prepare. I have too many things I have to do. I just feel like I never find time to prepare.
Then don't.
Just wing everything.
Never said that. If you can't find time to prepare every single journey, don't. Do it while you have free time. Do it while you're walking. Hell, during classes while you're listening and writing notes, you can always just doodle ideas down.
That's what I do. But the problem is, since I started drawing recently, it kicks in when I have free time. Like in class when I'm not, when I'm bored, I start doodling like drawings.
And
So I have too many hobbies, and they overlap. So when
it
I
doesn't
have
sound like
free
they're
time for,
overlapping. It just sounds like you're not able to keep up as easily.
yes, I have too many things. I have too many hobbies that but I like all of them. I don't want to stop doing any of them.
Then don't.
Mm, man, I need to fix my sleep schedule because I've been falling asleep after coming home this week, every second day.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, thanks for all the advice, by the way. I appreciate it.
All I can say is, you keep bringing up like sleep schedule and stuff, but you just told me you're not going to go to sleep.
I didn't say that.
You literally were like, I'm not going to sleep until way late tonight.
That was because I was crying.
Yeah.
That's why I said that. Not because I don't want to. I should probably go to sleep.
Yes, that's why I'm bringing it up.
And then I'll go then. It is
Good
getting
night.
late.
Yes, it is getting late for
Alright.
you. For me, it's still afternoon, which I'm planning on. Honestly, I'm thinking of wrapping up soon. I just want to do a little bit of gambling before I go.
Then I will stay for the gambling, and if you want to wrap up soon, I can just go when you wrap it up, alright?
It's just going to be a few games. Because I
Exactly,
think
I
I figured
can
out the
stay
system.
for that.
Huh?
I can stay here for that.
Last time it was like 3 hours.
I will not stay for that long, but I will stay until 2 a.m., which is in 20
Okay.
minutes.
Alright. Well, when you're going, I'll end. How about that?
Sure.
Yeah, sometimes I have to wait for... Yep, here we go. Open the doors, please. Thank you. Alright. Time to gamble. Can get 700. 500 is enough.
So what can you win here?
Can I win here?
Yeah, what can you win here?
I'll show you after this round.
Alright.
Alright? I'll show you now. So what I want... Hold on. So we got that, and we got this. What I want right now is I want the elevating vest, which gives experience. The spangled dress, because it's gonna be good. I'm thinking I want the platinum sword, but probably not. And I want the infernal nails, which have a chance to charm.
Mm.
Mhm.
So it'll be great for Jade, no?
Yes. And then also the white shield might be better than my current shield. But the first thing I want is those blades. Well, this is another loss. I'll bring it down on the cost for now. If I get a 5, then I win. Nope. 2 8s. Nope. I just have to win once. Well, looks like my bad luck is in stride today. Nope. Oh, finally
Why do
win
I
one.
feel like
What?
I feel like everybody hates my DMing, they just won't say it.
That's a natural thing. I have that constantly.
I love your DMing, you're always prepared. You have great stories. I wish I could be more like you, like actually.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it at 20 because I know for a fact the next round would cause me to lose. Two pair again. Alright. So. Yeah. Doesn't always work. Oh, wow. That was just an impossible round. The
Oh,
game
but this
just
is
decided I'd
kind
lose
of-
there. Sorry, what?
This is kind of just like poker.
No. This is not kind of like poker. It's close, though.
Is it not? It is close.
This is... So the way that it works is you have to get certain hands in order to win. So... And I lose. So... If you look at the top, I need 2 pair or 3 of a kind to basically win back exactly what I've used. Anything more, I get more coins. After... Oh, a straight. That's perfect. That actually will net me a ton of coins if the double or nothing is fair this time. So I have noticed a pattern, though. If you get any even number besides, like, a 10, you are... It is almost always 2 over. If you get any odd number, it's almost always the one next to the one that you have. So, see?
Yes. Wait.
Yeah,
is
that's
it-
why I was spending
Yeah,
3
I can see
hours on
it.
this game yesterday. And why I spent all of our money on it, because I figured out the pattern. That's what I was trying to do. For of a kind, 50 coins, I can possibly win 100 here. Dang it, this is a loss. No, wait, we win. No, I do not want to do a double nothing, and we also get the item in the chest. No. One more hand on this table. This is a lost round. Okay, and then I'm going to move over to the tens table. Two eights. 3 8s, perfect. So, yeah, that's bad. Okay, good. We managed to win. No, I do not. But yeah, you see what I mean? You there?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was texting someone.
But yeah.
Yeah. 2 pairs. Yeah.
Well, my system
Repair.
works most of the time.
Mhm.
I just have to
That's
be...
what they all say. I'm kidding.
I have the vest to prove it, which is 10k. Like 10,000 tokens. Two pair again. That's a loss. Oh, wow. That was luck. No, wait. Sorry, not very much luck. It was just the system, I guess. Another two pair. Yeah. You might think that me saying, oh, this system works is BS, but most of the time it works for me.
I was just joking because that's what they all say.
It is. But in video games, it's not about luck. It's figuring out how the system randomizes things.
Yeah.
Because every
in video
video game
games, it
system
actually
has a
should work.
certain... Sorry, go ahead.
In video games, it should actually work.
Yeah. Because you're most likely to get... Now, I haven't fully figured out the face cards, but I'm pretty sure you're most likely to get it if you just press A again. Two pair again. Eight. I'll take the chance. And I don't gamble my chances. You know what? Just for fun. Nope. Another two pair. Possibility of a full house. Nope. Since that was a face card, it's highly unlikely that'll be another face card. Dang. Sometimes the game just gives you a no-win situation, and sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, it is a gamble, so it should be like you lose at least 50% of the time.
You say that, but that's not always the case with gambling.
If you're lucky, it is not like that, but usually it is about 50 or more.
No, with gambling, it's never about 50-50s. Gambling is about percentiles. So every game of gambling has a different like percentile chance of winning, right?
Mm.
There's also hot tables and cold tables. A hot table is basically a table that has like a high chance of a victory. A cold table is a table with a low chance of victory. Okay, if I get a jack or a queen, I win. See, I had a low percentile chance of getting that, but because it was a joker, that gives me an 8 out of 52. No, wait. Out of a 47% chance of getting a victory. See what I mean?
Yes.
And on computer systems, it's a lot easier because computers have like built in how they randomize systems. An example is, have you noticed in Double or Nothing, I have lost like barely any. That's because of the system that I figured out. Now, it's not a guarantee, but it's very likely. Like, an example is, since there's a face card there, the randomizer most likely won't give a second face card in a row. And since that's a 9, most likely that will be a success.
Mm.
You do see what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
So, now that I've got a 4 of a kind, I have a chance to double this, right? Since that's a 9, I win. And you never want to risk a high win. 9 minutes until you have to go.
Why are you counting it? Stop it.
Nope, no win there. Let's try a 50 roll. Just for fun. One more.
Oh.
What?
I'm just like pay the better attention. It's kind of just it's kind of like Yahtzee but with poker.
You just realized that?
Yes. I know, I am slow.
Okay. Hey, if you didn't figure that out till now, that's perfectly fine.
Look, I was texting one of my players. Sorry. I wasn't
Alright.
paying 100% attention.
You're fine. I did not mean to click there. Oh well. Four of a kind.
Man, I love the one player that responded to me because most of them have the similar time zone as me, so it's like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. for them, you know?
Yeah.
But I have two there from Philippines, and one of them responded that DM wants to be serious players. No.
Huh.
I guess he likes my style. I'm actually that actually made me happy.
See? I wasn't too concerned about, like, you wanting to change your journey, but yeah, it's always better to ask your players. If I get a 5,
Yeah.
yep. Double 4.
I mean, I could do like not like a fully overarching plot, but I could do like few arcs which are like have kind of a like are longer arcs, you know, like they span a longer time.
Or you could stop overthinking it because your players clearly like how you're doing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like my DMing style is lazy.
Why would it be lazy?
Because I feel like I don't prepare. My story is whack. My characters are whack. My world is whack.
Why would you think that?
I don't know. The 2 AM thoughts are kicking in.
It sounds more like you're worried not about what your players think, about what you're thinking.
I guess.
Which almost definitely means that you're going to overthink it.
I mean, that's a casual thing by now for me.
Yep. Which is not a bad thing to overthink things, but it's not a good thing. I mean, if you overthink everything, then you're going to get players who don't understand that you've already planned everything out and try to break your game. And then when they don't break your game, they're going to get mad at you for not being able to break your game. Because, oh, you didn't allow player customization. No, I just knew you were going to do that, so I planned ahead.
Yeah, even though I overthink most stuff,
Yep, not a win situation.
Look.
Go ahead.
Give me a second.
Well, you say you overthink stuff, but you tend to not... Your biggest weakness is you don't want to be in the spotlight, which causes you to not actually plan when you are in the spotlight.
I guess, yeah.
It's the conundrum of,
Like,
I don't want to be here, so why would I plan ahead? If you're forced to be in the spotlight, it's going to cause a lot of stress. It's actually why I want to force you to be in the spotlight in my campaign.
Because you like me being stressed?
No.
I'm kidding.
Because the more you're going to deal with it, the better you're going to be at it.
Yeah, like, why did I even become a DM when I don't like having attention? I don't get myself at sometimes.
Because you love the game.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, I kind of... you know what savior complex is?
Yes.
I don't know, I kind of heard the meaning. I always thought it's like a bad thing, like you... Like, always you think you're like kind of better and try to fix everybody even they don't need it.
That is
but
not
then
savior complex.
But then I look into more into it and I was like, why is it always portrayed like bad? Savior complex is not always bad. Like it can be good. It can just mean you want to help people.
Again, what you're thinking of is not savior complex, it's narcissistic savior complex. Narcissism is the same. Basically, complexes can be combined. Savior complex is basically, I need to help everyone. Narcissistic savior complex is, I need to help everyone because I'm better. An example of that is actually in my game. You remember
because,
how
like,
hold on, sorry.
Sorry, continue.
You know how the pirate wants to like constantly insult you guys and stuff?
Yeah.
That's because his belief system is he is stronger than you and wants to help you, but he needs to prove to you guys that you are weaker than him. Thus why he insults you to prove that he is stronger than you. Basically, he's putting you down to make you basically understand you're less than him so that you'll ask for help.
Because like I'm asking this because the way like I understand savior complex is was like you want to help people, or you feel like you need to help people, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to help people, and I was like, but is that a bad thing? Like this is what I don't understand.
Why would it be a bad
I just
thing? Is the question.
I don't know because like always when I heard savior complex, I was always connected with like a bad thing, like a bad mentality, you know, like because usually I know when I hear savior complex, it's usually connected with like narcissism, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, nothing's a bad thing unless you make it a bad thing. Anyway, well, there are bad things. Anyway, it has been a wonderful stream. I hope you all have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.